doing some crazy, making some bonehead mistakes just because it's a Palmetto and doing things out of the ordinary that we don't usually do. So we have to be on top of the game plan. We have to tackle the guys. We have to be able to make plays in the open field and can't give up big plays.
Like always, we know the emotions will be high between these two football teams when they take the field. Coach, it's great to have high school football back in action tonight. Good luck.
Appreciate it. Go Canes.
You just heard from head coach Jacquez Green. We'll be back with more of the Shake Pit Countdown to Kickoff. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
If you want a company that treats you and your family right, then you must be in Conley country. Conley Buick GMC in Bradenton is the proud recipient of GMC's Dealer of the Year Award. This rare designation recognizes Conley Buick GMC for over 60 years of exceptional service. So experience the difference for yourself today. Tons of inventory, fair pricing, friendly service. GMC's Dealer of the Year, Conley Buick GMC. We are professional grade on Cortez Road West in Bradenton and at ConleyBuickGMC.com. Welcome to Conley country.
Coastal Orthopedics proudly supports Manatee High School and Hurricane. He's not in here. What can I help you with? Dr. Dan Lamar, a former Hurricane, is the team's medical director. Dr. Lamar and the staff of experts at Coastal Orthopedics are recognized leaders in sports medicine and wellness technology. Yes, sir. Offices in West Bradenton, East Bradenton, and Lakewood Ranch. They're always close by. Details online at coastalorthopedics.com. Coastalorthopedics.com. Coastal Orthopedics, keeping you in the game.
Accidents happen every day, and no one expects that it's going to happen to them until it does. That's when your whole life can turn upside down. If you find yourself in that position, either from a personal injury or an on-the-job injury, you don't have to go it alone. Protect yourself with the team that's been protecting the rights of the injured in Bradenton and Sarasota for over 30 years. Legler, Murphy, and Battaglia. All injuries all the time. Contact them today by going to allinjurieslaw.com. That's allinjurieslaw.com.
Attention Sarasota Bradenton listeners. My name is Greg Ellie of the Prosperity Group. I'm a former Sarasota Bradenton native with over 30 years in the financial industry, where we focus on showing you how you can create tax-free income. That's right. We will teach you the most efficient ways for you to create tax-free income or a pension-like income. Simply call me at 1-800-440-0434 or go to mymoneyissafe.com. That's 1-800-440-0434.
Go Canes! Brown & Sons Funeral Homes and Crematory wish Manatee High School the best of luck this season. Brown & Sons have been your Manatee neighbor for half a century, with 3 generations of service and caring professionals to guide your family through these difficult times. Featuring Trust 100 pre-planning to handle all your local and long-distance needs. Celebrate the game of football, but when the game of life must end, depend on Brown & Sons Funeral Homes and Crematory to serve you. Online at brownandsonsfuneral.com.
Manatee Memorial Hospital is available 24/7 with high-quality treatment at our expanded emergency care center. As an accredited chest pain center by the American College of Cardiology and with a comprehensive stroke certification from Healthcare Facilities Accreditation Program, our caring team will be ready when you arrive. Remember, if you experience symptoms of a possible heart attack or stroke, quickly call 911. Visit ManateeMemorial.com for more information.
Welcome to the Cortez Kitchen, your go-to spot for fresh seafood right in the heart of Cortez on the water. Cortez Kitchen was recently reopened under new management, but with the old Florida feel and flavors you love. Enjoy live music, cold drinks, and the best seafood in town, where great food meets good vibes. If you're craving fresh seafood and a waterfront view, get to Cortez Kitchen on 119th Street next to Swordfish Grill, where every meal is a catch of the day.
Pegasus Coin Jewelry is conveniently located at State Road 70 and I-75 in Bradenton, with over 150 years of combined experience buying and selling gold, silver, coin collections, scrap gold jewelry, and sterling silver flatware. Check out our reputation in Google reviews. Deal locally with an established and trusted company. Call Pegasus at 941-725-6100. We are not a licensed investment advisor. Purchasing precious metals carries risk of loss. Members ANA, PNG, APMD, Better Business Bureau, Manatee Chamber of Commerce. Call Pegasus 941-725-6100.
This is In the Eye of the Hurricane with your host, Chad Choate.
Welcome back to In the Eye of the Hurricane. So, Coach, we talked a little bit about last several weeks, victories against IMG and Pinellas Park. Let's jump into the Palmetto Tigers, right? I mean, depending on who we talk about this all the time, but depending on the age of the Hurricane fan, and you ask who your biggest rivalry is, kind of split between Southeast and Palmetto. The new younger guys are typically about Palmetto because they've been more successful in the past 10, 15 years, more competitive against us as Hurricanes as well. Regardless of who you ask, this is a big game. It's obviously a rival, crosstown rival, and although we're not in the same districts and classification, they come in 6-0. They're undefeated. New head coach over there, Coach Sanders, coming from offensive coordinator. As I guess the last was a head coach at Braden River, and then it was a long-time offensive coordinator, Coach Bradley's staff there. So familiar with the offense, and we know him. A lot of the same staff members that he had at Braden River, and even some stayed from Palmetto. But they come in 6-0. They're ranked in their classification. I think they're ranked in the state in the top 100, top 75. They're coming in high from being a successful year so far. You look at their schedule. I think somebody said on Facebook they were the cardiac cats. They'd won like 3 games by 7 points, kind of towards the end of the games, against Parrish, against Newsom, and I think against somebody else that they won by 7 points. So you look at their schedule; they're 6-0. You look at some of their talent. We'll talk about that. Some individual talent guys. But tell us a little about what have you seen? We've had some time, right? You had some. Obviously, you were out with some power issues for the Hurricane, but I'm sure you got on and was able to watch some huddle some way, somehow, right? I know I did on my cell phone service a little bit. So what do you see from the Palmetto Tigers as they come in Friday night?
I think they're a team that lost some guys in the offseason, so the guys that they're trying to prove people that they belong there, they're still going to be a good football team. They play hard. No matter the record, since I've been here, no matter the record between Manatee and Palmetto, the game has always been close.
Yeah.
No matter what the record is. Even when we played and one team jump out of 2 or 3 touchdowns, the other team always come back and make it a ball game. So I sent that to the guys the other day in the group chat, show them how close all the games been the last 4 or 5 years. We played each other. It's going to be a tough game. All these kids know each other. All these kids play usually against each other. We're just going to have to stay focused, not do anything stupid to hurt our team. Palmetto wants to run the ball the same way that Coach Sanders wanted to run the ball. He was at Braden River. So we got to stop the run, make those guys get one-dimensional, and try to get out their quarterback. Defensively, they're pretty simple on defense. But when teams are pretty simple, they play pretty fast. So they're over front, going to play a bunch of cover 3. So they're pretty simple, but it's been working for them because they've been winning 6-0. So it should be a good game Friday night.
Let's talk a little bit specifics about their offense and about their defense. Let's start with their offense. The quarterback, Roth, I believe his name is, throws about 1,100, almost 1,200 yards, completion about 72%. He's like 15 touchdowns for 1 interception. So his ratio for touchdown interceptions is ridiculous. I think his QBR on Max Preps is like 145. So obviously very efficient. When they do throw, you mentioned they're kind of they want to run the ball, but when they do throw, they're very efficient at it. And they've got 2 good receivers on the outside. You got Pitchford, I believe his name is, and Simeon Matt on the outside. Both of them got about 400 to 500, 600 yards, both about 6 or 7 touchdowns. But a lot of times it's big plays and explosive plays on the passing game that they score on. And then for their running back situation, they got kind of a smaller scat back in Yarn. I think number 6. Number 41, Brightson, is more of their downhill kind of thunder to the lightning, etc. He's gotten the majority of the touchdowns. I think when it gets closer inside the 10, more closer to the goal line, he's going to be the guy who runs it. So when you look at, they've got a couple guys be able to run the ball, a couple guys be able to pass the ball. Defensively, what do we have to do to be able to stop the Tigers' offense?
We got to just prevent the big play. No, we can prevent the big play. It's not too many teams just going to drive the ball down the field on us. We got to make sure those receivers don't get open deep ones on the outside. Make those guys throw the ball underneath. Most high school quarterbacks are not going to complete passes underneath on the regular. Yep. So if we can keep a lid on it and not give up the big play, I think we should be pretty good, pretty successful defensively. I think we'll be the best defense they've gone against.
Agreed.
I think we got some things we can take advantage of up front with our defensive front against the offensive line. But Palmetto's going to play hard. No matter, like I said earlier, no matter their record, even years they look bad on film, when they come play us, they play lights out, probably the best game of the year. So, and I've been trying to convey that message to our guys. No matter the record or what you think of them on film, they're going to play hard when they come play us Friday night.
Well, I think no question on that comment. I think they've always played us tough. I mean, you go back through the years, and even our number one ranked teams in the country. There's only been one game where it was really a blowout, and other than that, it's always been nip and tuck and always very close. It's going to be physical. How do you are you worried, before we get talking about the defense, are you worried a little bit just because it pops in my head? We're talking about being physical in that play. Are you worried that, and both teams are going to have to deal with the rust of being out, right, for a week or so. But are you worried about that with guys like, hey, listen, because they did get a game in when we didn't play Benjamin. They did get the game against Spring River after we played Pinellas Park. So they have played a game closer to about 3 or 4 days than we did. But are you worried about the rust? And they're going to go through the same thing. But
not as much, Think about the rust that we had bad early in the Pinellas Park games. We didn't tackle well early on. And you can't simulate tackling in practice like you do in the game. So we didn't tackle well the first drive of the game. But I think they've been out for a good while now. So that they do have is, I think both are not as in great shape as they've been in the past. I think we have better. I think we'll have the advantage over them. I think we'll have more depth. We'll have more guys that can roll in when our guys do get tired. I think when they frontline guys, kind of start weathering, I don't think they have the depth like us. So we'll try to overwhelm them with playing a lot of people and keep our guys fresh.
Well, love you mentioned, and I agree with it. The big plays, you go back and look at our games this year, and Lowndes is big plays that beat us, right? Buholtz is in the game because of big plays, to get them where they were. And if you can eliminate those big plays, which I think we did really well against IMG and Pinellas Park, we can continue that on defense. And I agree. I think it's going to be the best defense that they've played in playing us. On Friday night. Let's flip over to their defense, right? And some of what they do against our offense. I think offenses are somewhat similar to each other. So I don't think there's going to be anything crazy that they see from us they don't see against their own. I don't know, like you say, depth-wise, if especially on the perimeter. We've got 3, 4, 5 guys on the perimeter wide receivers. I don't know if they're as deep as that. But defensively, I look at defensively. I think there's not just one guy he's got 50 tackles, and the next guy's at 20. They're all kind of in the same area, which pretty much tells me that everybody kind of gets around the ball, and there's not just one dominant player. Which of course you'd love a dominant player, but a good team defense is good too. So it tells me they kind of run the ball, and they're going to get to the ball. And knowing some of his coach over there, I know they're going to go and run and get to the ball. The other thing I see from them secondary, they've only had three interceptions on the year. So I don't know if and again maybe it's who they're playing and some of the opponent. But I think that's somewhere that we could have advantage of. But tell me a little bit about and you don't have to give us the game plan. I don't want to get anything crazy. But what are some ways that we feel like, hey, we can take advantage of their defense?
Well, everything has to start with being able to run the football. I think we can, and that was a plan for us going into the game last year. I thought we can line up and pound them in the run game and try to keep those guys off the field last year. They had a bunch of fast receivers last year, so we wanted to try to control the clock. Try to make teams impatient once they do get the ball back on offense. We want to take some shots down the field. I think that's always important to give my receivers room to work on the intermediate routes and the short routes. I want the cornerbacks always to be afraid that we'll throw it over their heads. But the main thing is I want to be physical up front. I want to be able to run the ball when we want to run the ball and not, because we have to run the ball. So I want to be very physical up front. I want to be able to control the line of scrimmage. I want to make, in that time, that'll make the safety and the apex defender start getting nosy in the box so we can take advantage of some things on the perimeter.
Let's talk real quick about their special teams. So, our special teams versus their special teams. One thing, and I was watching some games, they're doing some pooch kicks, some different things like that, kind of kicking a little bit shorter. I personally think one of the advantages we have against other teams is our special teams. We've seen some kickoff returns, some punt returns for touchdowns, right? So I think an advantage that I see for sure on Friday night is from the special teams and us being able to hopefully make a play on special teams. You're a huge special teams guy. I mean, you were a legend.
We play a lot of starters on special teams. Yeah. We play a lot of guys that can play on special teams. It's not a unit that we just throw anybody on there. We probably pull you on special teams quicker than we'll pull you on offense and defense. So I think Breland's been hitting the ball real good this year. Even when he doesn't hit it far, he hits it real high and makes those guys kind of tough to return his punts. Kicker is getting better, chasing. Those guys are getting better and better, kicking the ball off. He's getting touchbacks lately. He did a good job on the extra points and the field goals. So I feel good about special teams. And it goes without saying that we got a bunch of great return guys that can take the ball back to the house. So.
But they got to have blocks, right? And that's something you got to work on. I know you all work on that in practice.
We work on special teams every day at practice. It's not a thing that we do, as an afterthought. We have a specialty period, and we have certain segments for each special team. So it's something that gets scripted each time. It's something that we put in the practice plan each day. So it's something we take very seriously, just like offense and defense.
Yeah, and I think it could be an aspect of the game that could give us a game, help us win a game, no doubt. Before I let you go, and I love doing this because I'm not in your shoes anymore coaching, but I'm on this side, so I want to ask it, and I know probably what your answer is going to be, but we're getting towards late in the year now, so the rankings come out and all that good stuff starts to come out. Do you pay attention to any of the rankings, where we are? Hey, if we do this person lost, they're a little bit lower, etc. Do you pay attention to that at all?
I don't really
let the chips go.
I don't really understand the rankings, actually.
I don't either.
So I just try to win. I just try to win when we have a chance to win, and let what happen may happen. I just know if we win enough, I think we'll get some home playoff games. I do look at teams in our region and see who is the better team, who we could.
Hey guys, I just broke the feed for the broadcast to make sure that you and Gene can hear each other okay.
Testing 1, 2, 3 down here on Kinnan Field at Hawkins Stadium.
Chad or Danny, you guys hear him okay?
Yeah, I got him on.
Yep, good.
All right. Yeah,
all right. We're all set then. I'll send the feedback down.
All right.
You want to do that. Or if you go play a team in the playoffs now, and they got those, Tennessee splits all the way out to the sideline, which you see a lot of high school teams don't want to now. So I try to have an idea of what we're going to play against before we do play them, though.
Well, and just for everybody out there, rankings have come out, and we're number one in our region, which is good, which means we'd host as far as we'd play. And I believe it kind of looks like we're hosting for the whole South all the way to fourth round as of now, right? Yeah. Nothing. And again, I think I don't know the whole formula. I couldn't tell you everything, the strength of schedule, all that. I do know this, though. When you win, you're typically ranked higher, right? So it doesn't matter who you play or what's going on, it's win. How Dave used to say, win, baby, win, right? That's all there is to it. So, hey, hopefully we do that Friday night, Coach. I appreciate you joining us. Everybody out there, kickoff, hopefully get us some normalcy around here in West Braden. But kickoff's at 7:30 p.m., Kinnan Field at Hawkins Stadium versus 6-0 Palmetto Tigers. We will be live streaming on Manatee Football YouTube. You can find that link right at YouTube or ManateeFootball.com. And until then, hope to see everybody out on Friday. Join us next week. We'll talk about the game against Palmetto, and then our next opponent, last district opponent, being Braden River Pirates. Till then, go Canes, go.
Hawkins, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and Mitsubishi in Bradenton is proud to be a sponsor. Manatee Hurricanes football. At the award-winning Perkins Auto Group, you'll get a championship deal on a big selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. And you can browse hundreds right now at Perkins.com. For over 65 years, Perkins has been family-owned and operated with sales and service that can't be beat. Go Hurricanes! From Perkins, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and Mitsubishi in the 2700 block of 1st Street in Bradenton.
Former Hurricane Chuck Howard knows what it takes to be on a championship team. Howard Leasing is proud to sponsor the Hurricanes and is ready to champion solutions for your employees' leasing needs. Everything from big business to small business, Howard Leasing covers it all. From payroll processing and workers' comp to human resources and employee benefits. Get on the winning team with Chuck Howard and all the pros at Howard Leasing. Details available online at howardleasing.com. Again, that's howardleasing.com.
First Southern Bank is proud to be the banking partner for Manatee Hurricane football because they're a true community bank that understands the importance of supporting the neighborhoods they're proud to serve. Conveniently located at 1825 Manatee Avenue West, you can also find out more about First Southern Bank by visiting their website, fsb-bank.bank. Once again, that's fsb-bank.bank. And let them know you heard about them through Manatee football. Experience for yourself the First Southern Bank difference. And go Canes!
Member FDIC insurance.
insured equal housing lender. If you want a company that treats you and your family right, then you must be in Conley country. Conley Buick GMC in Bradenton is the proud recipient of GMC's Dealer of the Year Award. This rare designation recognizes Conley Buick GMC for over 60 years of exceptional service. So experience the difference for yourself today. Tons of inventory, fair pricing, friendly service. GMC's Dealer of the Year, Conley Buick GMC. We are professional grade on Cortez Road West in Bradenton and at ConleyBuickGMC.com. Welcome to Conley Country.
Coastal Orthopedics proudly supports Manatee High School and Hurricanes football. Dr. Dan Lamar, a former Hurricane, is the team's medical director. Dr. Lamar and the staff of experts at Coastal Orthopedics are recognized leaders in sports medicine and wellness technology. With offices in West Bradenton, East Bradenton, and Lakewood Ranch, they're always close by. Details online at coastalorthopedics.com. coastalorthopedics.com. Coastal Orthopedics, keeping you in the game.
Bose Imaging Centers are dedicated to bringing you the best quality radiology imaging available today. With locations in the heart of both Bradenton and Sarasota, Bose Imaging Centers are close to all major medical centers, and the over 4 generations of the Bose family healthcare experience will ensure you a comfortable and professional visit. Bose Imaging Centers, where quality and customer service are the standard. Online at boseimagingcenter.com.
Go Canes! Brown & Sons Funeral Homes and Crematory wish Manatee High School the best of luck this season. Brown & Sons have been your Manatee neighbor for half a century, with 3 generations of service and caring professionals to guide your family through these difficult times. Featuring Trust 100 pre-planning to handle all your local...
All right, guys, we are coming on in 1 minute. 1 minute to start.
All right.
Depend on Brown & Sons Funeral Homes and Crematory to serve you. Online at brownandsonsfuneral.com.
Howdy, folks. Howdy Hudson here from AC Today. When you call AC Today, you're supporting a locally owned and operated business, employing members of your community. And I'd like to introduce you to the wonderful people of AC Today.
My name is Jason. I'm a field service technician. The best part of my job, actually being able to fix something on site. That's probably the best part. Getting it done then and there instead of having to make a return trip is always better.
I'm Melissa Carson. I've been here 4.5 years. I'm the office manager. Take care of the technicians. The reason why I think you should go with AC Today is because we are locally owned and operated, and we do care about our customers. You're not a number. You're actually a face and a name.
Please give us a call at 941-755-1336. 941-755-1336. Or visit actoday-fl.com. For all your AC needs, remember, it's AC Today, not tomorrow.
All right, gentlemen, we're going hot in 4, 3, 2, we're hot.
On the Joe Kinnan Field of Hawkins Stadium, the Manatee Hurricanes will take on the Palmetto Tigers 6-0. The Canes 5-1, and both teams have just come out of the end zone. Let us know what happened on the coin toss. Don't hear him coming across there, so I'm waiting for...
Go!
Yep, we're live.
Yep, can you hear me?
Yep, got you now. Go ahead.
Palmetto. Okay, Palmetto called tails. It was heads. So we deferred, which I like, but you can feel the energy out here tonight. After everything that's happened to our community over the last several weeks, these guys are excited, and I think it's going to be a great football game.
So we're looking at 2 teams tonight. Just let everybody know. Danny Carter along with Chad Cho, Gene Brown down on the field. The Hurricanes will kick off to start this game. Blue tops, white pants. And the Palmetto Tigers, white helmets, white tops, white pants. And the Canes will left to right on your dial. We'll be going east and west. The Hurricanes coming into this game at 5-1 and kind of on a roll. But again, it's been 18 days, Chad, since either team has played. It's been a long layoff. Let's see what happens.
No, absolutely. Look, there'll be a little bit of rustiness, I think, between both teams because nobody's played. But at the same time, look, this is a big-time rivalry, right? And especially in the last 10, 15 years, the guys want this. And so, we'll see a little bit different feel than what we did against Pinellas Park when there's a little bit of rustiness. But I'm excited to see both teams in action here.
Owen Jones on for the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff to get things underway. He'll come up and he'll put his right foot into it, and we are underway at Joe Kinnan Field at Hawkins Stadium. And the ball soars down to the 1-yard line. He stuttered for a minute. Good coverage by the Canes, and they'll take him down inside the 15-yard line around the 12. I think he thought his momentum carried it in. The referee said, no, it's live. He took it at the 1, and the Canes will be on defense first.
Yeah.
Pin the Tigers back around the 12-yard line starting it out.
No, I think that special teams is going to be a key in this game. I really believe, and I talked about this with Coach Green in the podcast, as y'all heard. I think that our kick return, our is going to be a big difference in the game. But not only our kickoff coverage is going to be huge, as we just showed right there.
Tigers will come out. It'll be Jackson Roth, the quarterback. He's thrown for 1,136 yards, 16 touchdowns, 1 interception on the year. Behind him will be Trez Yarn, dotting the I. Throws it out into the flat. And immediately hit by the Canes outside. And what a quick stop right there. And I believe on that stop was Kavion Smith.
And listen, Kavion apparently got dinged up a little bit with his ankle earlier in the week, just kind of getting back into going. Kavion is a guy that I believe is a difference maker in our defense, no doubt. We talk about our front forward all the time, but he's a guy that I think can make plays in the pass game and obviously in the run game.
A loss of 2 on the play brings up 2nd down and 12. Roth takes the snap, looking. He's going to fire deep. He's looking for his man out in the flat and incomplete, nowhere close as he's throwing against the wind. It's kind of blowing out of the northeast, kind of pushed it away, hung it high, nowhere close to the intended receiver. That intended receiver was Matt Simeon. Matt Simeon's had a good year so far. He's 17 catches for 399 yards on the year. Nazir Pitchford is the key receiver for them. You got to watch out.
Both of them, 500-600 yards of reception apiece, 6 or 7 touchdowns. So got to watch out for both.
3rd and 12 for the Tigers, opening drive of the football game. Roth gives a hard count, now looks back to the sideline. They'll change the play. 3 on the play clock. 2-1, and it went dead, and we're at 0, and that'll be a delay of game. Back them up 5.
Yeah, no, I mean, but going back to their wide receivers, Pitchford and
Pitchford and Matt.
Both of them, 500-600 yards for both of them, 6-7 touchdowns for both of them. That's their bread and butter a little bit. They like to hit strikes. And we'll see if we can combat that in our defensive secondary.
Tigers will have to get all the way out to the 23-yard line for a first down. They're going to be 3rd down starting at their own 6-yard line. Roth, he'll hand off up the middle of the yard. Not much running room. Ball came loose. It's loose. Hurricanes are on it. The Canes have recovered, and it's going to be 1st down and goal for the Canes. Matalau knocked it loose, and I actually came up and covered it up as well.
I think Caleb Matalau got it.
Caleb Matalau with the recovery and set the Canes up 1st and goal inside the 10. They'll officially set the ball on the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, Hurricanes in the Pinch A Penny red zone. Pinch A Penny, the perfect people for the perfect pool. For all your pool and spa supplies, go to Pinch A Penny, 3500 Manatee Avenue West. That is a busy group of people right now this time of year after the Hurricanes.
No doubt.
Andrew Heidel at quarterback. He'll have Keyshawn Smith off to his right. Hand off to Keyshawn, and no, he keeps it himself. Good read, and
touchdown.
Walks in Andrew Heidel. He fooled me, fooled everybody in the stands, and walks in off the right side for a 9-yard touchdown. 1-play strike, and the Canes are up 6-0.
Wow. A great read by Andrew Heidel on that pull, and the whole defense went towards Keyshawn Smith, but they should, right? I mean, and that's what having the dual threat quarterback, which I think everybody kind of underestimates.
They got me. I know that.
Underestimates Andrew as being a dual threat, but he is very physical. He's a good athletic guy. Great call from Coach Green on that.
Owen Jones on for the point after attempt. Good snap. Hold is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-0 Hurricanes, 10:49 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Manatee Memorial Hospital is available 24/7 with high-quality treatment at our expanded emergency care center. As an accredited
Sounds good so far, you guys.
American College of Cardiology and with a comprehensive stroke certification from Healthcare Facilities Accreditation Program, our caring team will be ready when you arrive. Remember, if you experience symptoms of a possible heart attack or stroke, quickly call 911. Visit
All right, you're going hot in 3, 2, 1, you're hot.
AM 930, The Answer.
Welcome back here to Joe Kinnan Field at Hawkins Stadium as it's 10:49 left in the first quarter. Manatee up 7-0 over the Palmetto Tigers. That scoring recap, one play, 10-yard rush by Andrew Heidel to get the Hurricanes up to 7-0. All of your scoring recaps tonight and all season long are brought to you by Buccaneer Pawn. Whether you're buying or selling, visit Buccaneer Pawn, 2 locations, one in Bradenton, one in Sarasota. As we talk about all the game stats tonight as well, those are brought to you by Howard Leasing, your trusted PEO that'll handle all of your company's payroll and HR needs. Visit them at 6302 Manatee Avenue West.
Owen Jones on for the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff back deep for the Tigers. Will be Maurice Carter and Trez Yarn. This one's going to be driven back and taken at the goal line into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. The Tigers will start on their own 20-yard line. Well, if you want to script something, Chad, I don't know if you script it any better than that, right? You come out, you stop them deep in their own territory to begin with off the kickoff, get the fumble, one play in the end zone, up 7-0. It's almost like taking the opening kickoff and going down and scoring.
No doubt. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We looked at each other like, hey, this is it, right? I mean, I don't know how else you better script that. But listen, here's what I know. I know Palmetto's not going to give up. That
No.
Those guys are going to be fired up to play this game. And we got to be able to, especially defensively, every single snap is important, and we got to come out ready to go.
Jackson Roth brings his offense out on the field. He'll hand off to Yarn, trying to bounce it outside. Finds a little bit of running room. He'll get it out about a 4-yard, maybe a 5-yard pickup. We'll give him 5. Gets out at the 25-yard line. Bring up second down and 5. One thing about these two teams, no matter how this game goes early in the first half, it's never a done deal. You go over the last 9 meetings that they've had, those 9 meetings, every game has been
very close.
A difference of about 6 points per game.
It's been a touchdown, right? And so this is a full 4-quarter game.
This time they'll go 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Roth takes the snap, drops, looks, fires into the flat, and overthrows his man nowhere close. Intended receiver on that was Maurice Carter. That'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Tigers.
You know, I think the difference in the game really is I don't know if Palmetto has some of the skilled guys they've had in the years past. And when I say skilled guys, I mean wide receiver, I mean quarterback, I mean running back. And that's where I think maybe the difference in the game may be. We're going to be the best defense they've played all year, so we'll see if that bodes well for us.
Yeah, look for him to try and find a way to get to Nazir Pitchford, their leading receiver here. This time he's looking that way and gets flushed out, throws it across the middle, incomplete. Good job by the defense. And I'll tell you what, just a tremendous job on the near side over here. That was Keith Parham, absolutely press coverage on Pitchford and took him out of the play.
And Keith has played really, really well the last several games that he's had to come in at cornerback, moving Jamari Parker back to the safety. Keith has played really well. And I think, especially from the defensive side, or the front four, nobody really matches what we do in causing pressure on the quarterback. And that's going to play big with Roth from Palmetto. How does he handle that?
Bunts Kale on to punt, and he's going to get it away, and everybody leaves it alone, and it hits before midfield and comes back towards the Tigers. And the Canes will start at the Tigers' 47-yard line, 1st and 10, 9:48 to go in the first quarter. Manatee leading 7-0. Well, let's see with, one play, 1 touchdown. Now let's see, dial up this offense.
Now you get the offense in, get their groove in a little bit. Hey, great read by Andrew Heidel on the touchdown, no doubt. But now let's put a sustained drive here for us.
Manatee will line up with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It'll be Keyshawn Smith offset to the left of Andrew Heidel. Andrew takes a high snap, gives to Keyshawn up the middle. He's across the 40 and out to the 35-yard line, a 15-yard pickup. Officially, we'll call it 12. He almost sprung, and if he doesn't get shoestring tackled, he's off to the run.
Yeah, 12, 13-yard gain there, and I agree with you. It was a shoestring tackle there by the safety, and if he wasn't there, it'd have been a touchdown.
I just love the way he got the ball, kind of little hesitation, let the hole open, and then he just sprung right through it.
Le'Veon Dell type, right, from the old school guy. Le'Veon Dell.
1st and 10. This time, Keyshawn offset to the right of Andrew. Keyshawn gets it again. Bounce it off the right across the 30 and drives forward close to the 27-yard line. Give him a 3-yard pickup on the play. Little stoppage of play as the helmet came off by one of the Tigers' defensemen.
I like, though, listen, Keyshawn is our guy, right? And everything goes from defensively stopping the run, offensively is set the run game. Everything builds from there, right? The RPO game builds from there. The passing game builds from there. I love attacking the defense from Keyshawn. I mean, we know, obviously, he's a guy who can take it to the house in any touch.
2nd down and 4. They spotted the ball actually on the 27-yard line of the Tigers. Andrew brings a man in motion. He'll hand off and still on his feet, across the 25.
First down.
And he's got the first down. Needed 4, got 6. And that'll move the ball. 1st down and 10 Hurricanes on that carry. Oh, Jaquan Williams. I love Jaquan. Jaquan doesn't see a whole lot of action on the offensive side, but I'll tell you what, you give him enough room, the man can absolutely fly.
Listen,
he is quick.
I agree. He sees a lot of time on special teams, and he's physical and he blocks.
Very physical.
I love seeing us getting him the ball a little bit here in offensive.
This time they'll split Farrakhan Shannon out a little bit from his tight end spot. This time they'll fake it, throw across the middle. It's going to be caught. Torrey Gilly, and Gilly walks in. Touchdown, Hurricanes from 22 yards out. And the Canes extend the lead to 13-0. What a beautiful throw and catch. And Torrey Gilly ran an absolutely precise route to cut it to the inside. No one near him. And once he caught it, I've always said this time and time again, once he catches the ball, he turns into a running back. He was looking to run somebody over. There was nobody in his way, and he walked into the end zone untouched.
No doubt. I mean, Gilly, when he gets the balls in his hands, I mean, he is a lethal weapon for us, and he showed it right there.
Owen Jones with a point after. The kick is up, and it's good. 14-0 Hurricanes lead. We'll take a 30-second timeout. 8:08 to go in the first quarter. Manatee leading 14-0. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Accidents happen every day, and no one expects that it's going to happen to them until it does. That's when your whole life can turn upside down. If you find yourself in that position, either from a personal injury or an on-the-job injury, you don't have to go it alone. Protect yourself with the team that's been protecting the rights of the injured in Bradenton and Sarasota for over 30 years. Legler, Murphy, and Battaglia. All injuries all the time. Contact them today by going to allinjurieslaw.com. That's allinjurieslaw.com.
AM 930, The Answer.
Welcome back here to Joe Kinnan Field, Hawkins Stadium. 8:08 left in the first quarter. Manatee up 14-0 over the Palmetto Tigers, and that scoring recap pretty quick. 3 runs, 1 pass, 47 total yards. Ended up with a 22-yard pass from Andrew Heidel to Torrey Gilly for the touchdown. All of your scoring recaps brought to you by Buccaneer Pawn, where they're buying or selling 2 locations, one in Bradenton, one in Sarasota. And as we talk about all the stats this week and next week and moving forward, all those are brought to you by Howard Leasing. Visit them at 6302 Manatee Avenue West.
Owen Jones on for the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. The Canes leading 14-0. Back deep for the Tigers. Maurice Carter and Trez Yarn stand back near the goal line, and this time this will be returnable as it hits checks up at the 5. It's going to be Carter and ran out of bounds around the 11 to 12-yard line. We'll see where they officially set the football, but good job. I mean, almost looked like one of your chip shots right there. It hit, came up. I thought it was actually going to go out of bounds from over here.
I wish. Put a little English on it, make it go right. You know what I mean? I wish.
Gene, you're down on the sidelines. The emotion and just the electricity of the team right now has got to be unbelievable.
And I agree with that. It's totally the team, it's the fans, it's everyone. And I think Palmetto, just looking at him, the return guy backed up a yard in the end zone because he didn't want to return it. And when it kicked up like that and went in the air, he was thinking, oh, no, I got to go again. But you really just feel that emotion, and quarterback's feeling the pressure, too, for Palmetto. So you got to keep that on.
First down and 10, Tigers. They'll start at their own 13-yard line. Jackson Roth, the quarterback, will be Trez Yarn in the backfield. 3 receivers to his left. This time he'll drop, pump fake, and now he's under pressure, trying to roll out, and he just throws it away as there's nobody over there at all. He's out of the box. It's the only thing that saved him. But, I mean, not a receiver on that side of the football field. And because of the pressure that came around, it flushed him out.
Right. Ian Johnson Kelly bringing the pressure on his left or right side. And I would see that's a lot going to happen tonight, right? We're going to bring pressure. I don't think they've been able to offensively, their offensive line, combat our defensive line. I think we're going to see a lot of pressure, a lot of rollouts, a lot of scampering from Roth. And we just got to play well in the back end.
This time they'll run trips again to the left. They tried to run that bubble screen the last one, and we flushed it out immediately. Let's see what they do here. Second down and 10. They'll hand off to Yarn up the middle. He'll sidestep the first guy, and he'll get a couple of yards, maybe 2-3 yards, and it'll be third and long for the Tigers. So far, the defense is doing exactly what they want to do. They're applying the pressure, especially on the passing plays, but making running very, very difficult. A little 3-yard pickup right there.
Well, Coach Green talks about all the time, stop the run, right? And any coach wants to stop the run, make another team one-dimensional. If we stop the run, I think it bodes well for us.
This time they'll go 2 to the right, 1 to the left, receiving-wise, and the Tigers will take a timeout. We'll keep things right here as well. Manatee leading 14-0, 7:11 to go in the first quarter. A lot of action for the offense for the Hurricanes early on, but, hey, craziness has been going on. And before we go any further, I just want to take a moment to say, hey, we have been through a lot. Both teams, I get it, all the schools, this entire area with the Hurricanes. You're involved with the school board, and a lot of craziness has gone on there. So just getting the schools open and making things happen has just been a battle in itself.
No, I mean, we all wish the best for everybody out there that's struggling with all the issues that come with the Hurricanes, there's no doubt. But it is nice to get some normalcy, right? Some Friday night lights back going, and this rivalry, and I'm glad we're able to play. And, both teams got to practice this week in preparation for the game. And, listen, all schools are good. So it's good to get back to some normalcy of just what fall should be.
Jackson Roth brings the Tigers offense back on the field after the timeout. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Tigers going right to left. Pump fakes, throws out in the flat. It's going to be caught, and enough for the first down. Thought maybe we had a chance to really kind of press. That ball kind of floated out there and really didn't come after it very much, but got to be a first down for the Tigers. An 8-yard pickup moves the ball out to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, their first completion of the night over there to Carter. And, no, I agree. I mean, a little bit of floating there from Roth, but had a far throw from the right hash over there to Roth. And, we maybe just playing off just a little bit. And maybe correct that, and we'll see. But there's first down for the Tigers. I know this much.
Don't float one in the way of Kavion Smith because he'll pick it and take it to the house. He's already done it twice this year already. 1st and 10, Tigers. This time he pumps fake, throws out in the flat. He's going to be hit immediately.
And there's your boy.
I mentioned him, and there he is on the stop. Kavion Smith on the stop, a 1-yard pickup.
And 1 yard is maybe generous, but But Kavion sees the ball. His football IQ is extremely high. And he sees the ball and attacks the ball. and you really can't coach that. It just kind of comes with the player. And Kavion does a phenomenal job of seeing the ball and attacking the ball.
Actually put it out to a 2-yard pickup. 2nd down and 8 for the Tigers. 2 receivers to the left for Jackson Roth. Roth takes a snap, throws it across, and it's going to be caught, and that's going to be Ace Luther, who's going to slip and fall shy of the first down. A 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd and call it let's go a long 2 right there.
Yeah, it's going to be a long 2 for the Palmetto Tigers. But, hey, that's what works.
Hey, we had a flag on the far side. Now, where that's at on that side generally
means maybe we're offsides, lined up offsides. We'll see. But I think that's what the Palmetto Tigers can do against our defense. Quick throws, right? Like, don't let Ross sit there in the back pocket and allow our guys to get back there. Quick throws and get it out there, out of his hands quick. I think that's what, if it was me as OC, that's what I would do.
Ineligible man downfield, and then we had illegal touching. So I'm not real sure what was going on. So the tight end may have not been a tight end. It may have been listed as a lineman. So.
Correct. It may have been covered.
Correct.
If he was covered, he can't touch the ball. So they're going to mark it back 5.
So that'll move it back to they'll officially set on the 23-yard line. They're going to have to get out to the 36. So it'll be a loss of down as well. So it's 3rd down and 13. We'll have a stoppage of play on the field. We'll keep things right here as well as we got a water break. So, hey, this has been a crazy week. I just want to throw out our sponsor. We got some sponsors that are battling through some things. All those on the island, the Sandbar, Beach House, Mar Vista, all going through some things as we all try to rebuild here in Manatee County. I don't know what the extent of damages are, etc., for everybody, but we hope everybody has a quick recovery and comes back to where they need to be, as well as the Swordfish and Cortez Kitchen. I heard the Swordfish Grill opened up today or yesterday. Was the indication I got. I knew Cortez Kitchen was working to get themselves back and rolling as well. But, hey, the sooner we get everybody back together, it's going to be great. I know this area is resilient, and we will find a way to rebuild ourselves and get back to where we were.
And we're also very loyal, right? We're going to come out. We're going to come out and help those businesses that are affected. We'll come buy some food, drink some drinks, and really support those businesses, no doubt.
3rd down, 13 for the Tigers. 3 receivers to the left. Roth takes it, throws it out in the flat, and incomplete. He's looking to run before he caught the football. That's Maurice Carter, but he was being pursued by Kavion Smith again.
He may not
coming
want to
down
caught
hard.
It,
yes,
right? He may not have want to caught that ball. But, you know, what's very interesting, that's Maurice Carter's probably 2 or 3 times they've passed to him instead of Pitchford, instead of Matt. So maybe they're finding something like, hey, look, let's take advantage of the defense. Manatee, we know Matt and Pitchford are the guys. Let's see if we can get somebody else involved and get going. Luther had a catch there, obviously was negated. But great job for the Manatee Hurricane defense to put them in this 4th down.
See if we can get a return right here. Jalen Bryant will be up tight. It'll be Keith Smith back deep for the Hurricanes. And if we jumped off sides as Ian Johnson-Kelly's trying to get there for the block, that's going to be 5 yards. They'll just still continue to punt.
Yeah, 5 yards doesn't really hurt us too bad. Don't do it again, though.
No, I like the fact he tried to time it out. So didn't work out right there, but I'll tell you what, though, had he timed it just right,
yeah,
he split the seam right there.
It.
Yeah.
But now 4th and 8, 4th and 9, just, don't do it again to give them a chance. And now they're questioning, should we maybe go for it?
Correct. 14-0 Hurricanes lead, 5:15 to go in the first quarter. Good snap, and the punt is away. It's a high punt,
short,
and no return available here. It's going to hit and roll across midfield, down around the 45, 44, and finally marked dead at the Manatee Hurricanes' 43-yard line. So the Canes will start 1st and 10 at their own 43, and 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns by the Hurricanes. Let's see if we can keep that rolling along.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, look, defense has done exactly what they're supposed to do, right? I mean, turnover on downs. I mean, every single time we've stopped them here, and the offense has done what they're supposed to do. And I think we should continue to do what we're supposed to do. I love running the ball with Keyshawn, doing a little RPO action with Andrew Heidel, and seeing what plays out, and continue to do what we know we're capable of doing on offense. And I like our chances.
Lull them to sleep a little bit and then strike deep. That's kind of one of the things I always love to see teams do. You lull them asleep. You just keep pounding.
Bring the
even though it's
safeties
4 or
in,
5. Yes,
absolutely.
they start to creep up, then go up
Bang
over
it
the top. Canes were called for a hold on the return, so it's more than a hold. This is more of a personal foul because it's going to move all the way back to the 28-yard line. So let's see if the Canes could put something together with a 72-yard drive right here. First down and 10. The Canes will start at their own 28. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for quarterback Andrew Heidel. Fakes the interior, throws it across the middle. It's going to be Farrakhan Shannon across midfield, still on his feet. The big man gets drugged down around the 44-yard line or 46-yard line of the Tigers. First down, Hurricanes.
Yeah. I mean, Farrakhan Shannon is a huge target for us. And, big 28-yard gain there from the Hurricanes. A good little RPO. They thought it was going to be run. Safety sucked in, wide open, Farrakhan Shannon.
First and 10, Canes in Tigers territory. Andrew Heidel hands off to Keyshawn Smith off the right side. Gets out of the first tackle, spins out of the second. The flag is thrown. He's going to be across the 30 to the 25. Ball's loose, and it's going to be Tiger football.
I mean, it is going to be Tiger football.
Yep. Tiger football on the fumble.
I mean, the flag, though, right here in line of scrimmage was a face mask, I think, on them.
So if it's a face mask, you have the fumble. The face mask should bring it. Holding on the Hurricanes, yep. So that'll be Tiger football right there. Recovery at their own 18-yard line. He's got a little loose with the football going out there, but regardless, he didn't know that's happened behind him. I mean, and all. If everybody knew it happened behind you, just go ahead and go down. You know it's a hold.
No, absolutely.
He doesn't know it.
Hey, that's a great job by the Palmetto Tiger defense. Palmetto, just stripping and ripping as Keyshawn goes by and causes the fumble, and unfortunately, they get it because if we get it, hey, mark it back 15 from there, 10 from there, the holding. But good job from Palmetto defense. Now, hey, our defense got to flip the script,
Correct.
And there's only 1 play, 2 plays. Get back out there and see.
Don't allow points on turnovers, right? We already took advantage of it once. It's time to hand off, and the running back's going to get outside. It's going to be Bridson. Marquise Bridson will carry it out across for a first down, a pickup of 11 yards. Moves the ball out to the Tigers' 30-yard line, first and 10. Caleb Matalau on the stop.
Yeah, KML, a good job on the stop there, and we had a missed tackle kind of right at the point of attack, but Caleb there cleaning it up for the Hurricanes.
Brideson's carried the ball 74 times coming into tonight's game for 447 yards, 7 touchdowns.
He's their workhorse. He's their big back workhorse.
They're going to go back to him again right here. First and 10. Hand off to Bridson, and Bryson's met at the line and not much running room this time. He'll lean forward for about 1.5 yards, maybe 2. Bring up second down and 8.
Yeah, Alboy Keenan's there, and Ian's there, Christian's there. Good job for the defensive line up front to not allow much gain there. And really, they've got the success running has been kind of off tackle a little bit. And we'll see if that changes how defensively we defend their run game.
Bryson is out. Trez Yarn will check in at the running back position. Raw takes a snap, fakes interior. He's going to try and go deep down the middle. He's got a man there. He's wide open, caught around the 33-yard line. Simeon Matt on the reception, 35 yards First and 10, Tigers and Manatee territory. They'll mark him down officially at the 35-yard line. 3:05 to go first quarter. Manatee leading 14-0.
Yeah, I thought there was a little bit of hold there on the bottom side there as Jason Smith Jr. is making his way at Roth. But, hey, they didn't call it. Doesn't matter. We didn't have a safety over top to get that, and big play from the Tigers.
First and 10, Tigers at the Canes 35. Jackson Roth. Hands off inside to Yarn. Yarn not much running room, trying to spin out of it. He's got nowhere to go. And
Ian Johnson Kelly, Kavion Smith, name them, right? Name any of our starters, they're right there. Good job on that defensive play, which I like to see. I like to see us come back from a big play like that, and how do we respond, right? And we responded really well right there. Bring up a 2nd and 10.
no gain on the play. As you said, 2nd and 10, 2:20 to go in the first quarter. Manatee 14, Palmetto 0. This time they'll go 2 backs in the backfield. Brightson off to the right, Yarn to the left. This time he'll pump fake. He's going to roll back. He's looking for a guy down the field. He's got him there. It's going to be caught. And he just threw it out, and it's going to be inside the 15 around the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 Tigers. Under pressure, he just chucked it down there, a 25-yard pickup, and the Tigers are knocking on the door to score.
Yeah, again, right there to Maurice Carter, big 25-yard gain. You know, not going to their big-time wide receivers. So Maurice Carter, they're figuring, hey, listen, you know about Pittsford, you know about Matt. Do you know about Maurice Carter? And we got to be able to guard everybody across the field, no doubt.
Well, Roth did a tremendous job of just rolling away from the pressure. It was coming up on him hot and heavy. He got away and just, personally, I just thought he threw it for grabs. And Brightson in the backfield behind Roth. Hand off to Brightson, and he's going to be wrapped up. He'll pick up about 2 yards on the play, maybe 3.
Alboyd Kinnan, good job there.
It'll be 2nd down. Officially spotted around the 8-yard line. Approaching 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Canes leading 14-0. Roth, 2 receivers to his left. Fakes the handoff to Brightson under pressure. Rolling right. Now a throw back in the back of the end zone. Tipped away at the last second. Good job. That was Jabari Parker who tipped it away. Yeah. Great defensive play, and that'll stop the clock. 44 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, great coverage there by Jabari Parker. I mean, the bottom line is, you know, unless they have something that kind of breaks down, I think defensively, has something break down in some kind of a deep throw. I don't know if Palmetto can really push the ball in the passing game as much as we think. So, great job there by Parker. A lot of pressure from the front 4.
3rd down and 7. Tigers threatening 3 receivers to the left. Roth looks back to the sidelines. 9 seconds, and they'll take a timeout. We'll keep things right here as well. 9 seconds on the clock. And, Gene, you're down there, and Parker made a tremendous play to tip that ball away at the end.
Done a good job to get it out, but that was one that we really had a shot at the end of picking, and that would have been a huge pick in the end zone. But again, the emotion was up, and, you know, he's a great – I see some quarterback stuff. He settled down a little bit. But, you know, he's getting a lot of pressure, and we're going to have that opportunity to get that pick 6.
When the pressure's coming, all the pressure's coming off his left side.
Right.
And it's coming hard. Eventually, I think you got to dial up something on a blitz coming off that other side where he has nowhere to go.
Right.
And it flushes the whole thing out.
I think, obviously, he's a right-handed thrower, so it feels more comfortable rolling out to his right.
But
so
every time it's happened, it's the weak side, right? So he's going weak side away from – he's got 3 receivers to the left every time. If we bring a little pressure off that side where he has nobody,
I think he'll struggle.
He's got nowhere to go.
Right.
Yeah. He does a good job of avoiding stuff, but eventually it's going to break down. And it's been breaking down. We just haven't had the guy on the backside to really kind of put it away. Brightson will be in the backfield as we come out of the timeout here. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Roth takes the snap. Now they run the pick.
Bang, there it is. Oh, Kavion missed it. Kayvon
Incomplete.
Williams missed the sack.
But I'll tell you what, they missed a pick down here that was absolutely awful. And that was a pick set up. That's what freed up Pittsford wide open going to the back of the end zone. But nobody there, it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Tigers going to go for it, or are they going to kick?
Looks like they may be going for it now. Why not, right? You're down 14-0.
The way this series has gone, I take points when I get points. I'm sorry. I'm not going to try and drive to get something that may not be there. I'm going to go all out defensively. I'm bringing the whole thing. It's going to be a jailbreak here.
I'm all for that.
Yeah.
No doubt.
It's a jailbreak. Go after it. They're going to run the same pick play. This time not ready quick enough. He's going to throw it out in the flat. And
Jabari Parker is there.
Parker's there. Intercepted in the end zone. Jabari Parker. And that'll bring the ball out to the 20 with a touchback. What a beautiful play by Parker. That's one of our best plays of the night. All of our best plays brought to you by Richardson Stinton Roofing. For all the best roofing in Manatee County, go to richardsonstintonroofing.com. What a great read.
Play.
And, again, I just said it, take points when points are available because you don't have the rest of the game. We're still in the first quarter.
Yeah, and what a great play there by Parker to
now,
get up to the high point of the ball.
I make that play. I got some wind with me. I'm going after it right here.
Oh, I would.
I'm going big.
I'm going deep right now. Why not?
Who we got on the far
the
side?
momentum.
That's what I want to know. Here we go. Andrew Heidel takes a snap. He'll give off to Keyshawn. Nowhere to go. Spins back the opposite way and spins through to pick up 5. He took a loss of 1 into a gain of 5. A good run by Keyshawn. Keyshawn Smith came into tonight's football game, carried the ball 88 times, 526 yards, 8 touchdowns. But more impressively, 14 receptions for 201 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's amassed 12 touchdowns on the season so far. That will bring us to the conclusion of the first quarter. Manatee leading 14-0. We'll take a timeout and be back with second quarter action. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Hawkins, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and Mitsubishi in Bradenton is proud to be a sponsor of Manatee Hurricanes football. At the award-winning Perkins Auto Group, you'll get a championship deal on a big selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. And you can browse hundreds right now at Perkins.com. For over 65 years, Perkins has been family-owned and operated with sales and service that can't be beat. Go Hurricanes! From Perkins, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and Mitsubishi in the 2700 block of 1st Street in Bradenton.
First Southern Bank is proud to be the banking partner for Manatee Hurricane football because they're a true community bank that understands the importance of supporting the neighborhoods they're proud to serve. Conveniently located at 1825 Manatee Avenue West, you can also find out more about First Southern Bank by visiting their website, fsb-bank.bank. Once again, that's fsb-bank.bank. And let them know you heard about them through Manatee football. Experience for yourself the First Southern Bank difference. And go Canes!
Member FDIC insured, equal housing lender.
AM 930, The Answer.
Welcome back to Joe Kinnan Field at Hawkins Stadium. The Hurricanes leading 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. Canes will have 2nd down and 4. Actually, now they've reset it. 2nd and 5. It'll be Keyshawn Smith in the backfield, offset to the left. Keyshawn takes it up the middle. He's got the first down across the 30. Sidesteps another guy to the 35, out to around the 39-yard line. A good pickup by Keyshawn Smith of 14 yards and a first down for the Manatee Hurricanes.
Yeah, listen, I love Keyshawn there's no doubt, is our workhorse in the backfield. Keep grinding him. Safeties will come down, and then we can pick apart the secondary as we feel see.
3 receivers to the right. Andrew takes it, pulls it. He'll keep it himself. He'll run it across the 40 out to around the 42. 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd down and 7.
Hey, listen, I love Andrew pulling the ball a little bit here and there. Obviously, he scored from a 10-yard earlier on, but you keep the defense really aware of, hey, the quarterback can pull. I know that was only 3 yards, but 3, 6, 9, 12, those add on, right? And so I love keeping the defense honest.
Not only adds on, it just kind of wears down the defense. You keep pounding. Two receiver to the left, one to the right here for Andrew Heidel. Takes the snap. He'll hand off to Keyshawn, trying to get to the outside, nowhere to go. It's going to be a loss on a play. That thing got flushed out on the right side. A good job by the Tigers defense. They just came out and overloaded the left side we're trying to run to, and nothing we could do.
Well, I saw it. I mean, they put a 5-man front in there to kind of stop, obviously, the run. I thought that may have been a really good time, and whether we had that called or not, to be able to check to pass.
Sudden stoppage of play on the field, and I do not know what it is.
I don't know if it's a timeout or I don't know what we're doing here. Nobody called the timeout.
Well, apparently we going to do a water break on the field, I guess, but.
Did you come too quickly out of the first quarter?
Well, they're claiming we never got one out of the first quarter, so they just pick and choose one out of the blue. I mean,
75 degrees.
This is the first crew that I have seen ever do that. I mean, I've seen us go through them before. I mean, the first quarter's gone.
Well,
you can't make up for what's lost.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
I have no idea why that happened, but regardless, it is going to be 3rd down and 13 for the Hurricanes. They're going to have to get out to their own 49-yard line for a first down here.
First 3rd down of the night for the Hurricanes.
Andrew will send Keyshawn in motion. He drops, fires across the middle, wide open, and it's caught. Torrey Gilly, a first down and more. He needed 13. He picked up 17 on that. Beautiful across the 45 of the Tigers. They'll officially set the football at, now he was across the 45, so anyways, they'll put it in the 46, 1st and 10. Canes quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Handoff inside, and Keyshawn trying to find running room, and it bounces out of another one across the 35 to the 20, to the 15, and ran out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds, but not before he picks up 14 yards on that play, and another Manatee first down as they're driving.
He kept going. I don't
he
know
was
how.
Bottled up.
Obviously, we don't have the best angle here, but I thought he was bottled up for really no gain. That shows Keyshawn's athleticism, his strength to bounce out of tackles, and then his burst to get up the sideline.
1st and 10, Hurricanes at the Tigers 32. Andrew takes it, hands off inside. Keyshawn across the 30 to the 25, and finally drug down around the 24-yard line. A 9-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 1.
Well, I go away from it, right?
No, I just keep feeding.
Just keep feeding them. Keep feeding them, and eventually you're going to get the safeties and the linebackers sucked up for the run, and you'll be able to take it over top whenever you want to.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Keyshawn offset to the right of quarterback Andrew Heidel. Andrew will give to Keyshawn again. He's got the first down easily. He'll pick up, needed 1, got 3. Move the ball down to the 21-yard line of the Tigers. 1st and 10, Manatee.
Seems like a Keyshawn shown. I love it. Continue to give him, because he's one missed tackle away from taking to the house. At any place on the field, no doubt.
1st and 10 at the Tigers 21. Manatee moving. This time Keyshawn again tries to tiptoe his way. No gain on the play. There's nothing there. They overloaded that side, and he tried to bounce it out, but nowhere to go. Bring up 2nd down. Actually a loss of a yard on the play. Be 2nd and 11. Keyshawn will check out. It'll be Caden White will come in.
A real strong freshman, Caden White. He's played in almost every game we've had. Caden White has, and a very strong freshman runner. But this is probably the time where you're like, hey, look, let's do a little RPO action. Let's see what the safeties are doing. I can already tell alignment-wise they're definitely tighter than they were.
Yeah, don't leave Farrakhan alone. Here he goes. 2 receivers either side. This time we'll throw it in the flat. It'll be Jalen Bryant. Bryant across the 20. Down to the 17-yard line is where he'll be stopped and bring up 3rd down. A 6-yard pickup, and the Canes are in the Pinch A Penny red zone. Pinch A Penny, the perfect people for the perfect pool. For all your pool and spa supplies, go to Pinch A Penny, 3500 Manatee Avenue West. 3rd and 6, and
I never get old with you talking about the Pinch A Penny red zone. It never gets old. Never gets old.
I love being in the red zone. Here we go. 3rd down. Caden Watt will be offset to the right of Andrew Heidel. Andrew, high snap, pulls it down, looks, fires across the middle. It's going to be caught. A.J. Causey, end zone, touchdown, Hurricanes. Manatee from 17 yards out. Andrew Heidel to A.J. Causey, and the Canes extend the lead to 20-0. And what a great concentration by A.J. to just pull that in.
No doubt. I mean, first off, great job from Andrew Heidel. High snap, he caught it, didn't panic, got control of it, and found A.J. Causey. I mean, Causey is a big target. Great post there right there from A.J. From Causey, and just put it right on the numbers from Andrew Heidel to put us up 20-0, excuse me.
Owen Jones will be on for the point after attempt. And now they're talking it over like he's short of the goal line.
No.
He clearly got in. That wasn't even close. He fell into the end zone. Now they're going to talk it over. Let's see. If he comes up short, then we'll just go back to Andrew, and Andrew will punch it in himself. They're actually going to mark it short. There we go. Touchdown finally. Now personal foul against the Hurricanes afterwards will back it up. So the touchdown stands, 17-yard strike from Andrew Heidel to A.J. Causey. Then we have the dead ball. They're going to mark that off on the kickoff. So that'll be a huge deal because you're going to be kicking into the wind.
Yeah, it'd be a little bit shorter than usual, for sure.
So Owen Jones on for the point after attempt. 7:26 to go in the first half. Manatee leading 20-0. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and the kick is good, and that'll make it 21-0 Hurricanes with 7:26 to go in the first half. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Bose Imaging Centers are dedicated to bringing you the best quality radiology imaging available today. With locations in the heart of both Bradenton and Sarasota, Bose Imaging Centers are close to all major medical centers, and the over 4 generations of the Bose family healthcare experience will ensure you a comfortable and professional visit. Bose Imaging Centers, where quality and customer service are the standard. Online at boseimagingcenter.com. AM 930, The Answer.
Welcome back here to Joe Kinnan Field, Hawkins Stadium. 7:26 left in the second quarter. Manatee over the Palmetto Tigers, 21-0. That last scoring drive was a total of 11 plays, 80 total yards, 17-yard strike from Andrew Heidel to A.J. Causey to finish up the strike there. All of your scoring recaps brought to you by Buccaneer Pawn, whether you're buying or selling. Visit them in both Bradenton and Sarasota. And tonight and the rest of the season, our scoring stats, for the game are brought to you by Howard Leasing, your trusted PEO. Manage all of your payroll needs. Visit them at 6302 Manatee Avenue West.
Owen Jones on for the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. It's backed up to the 25 after the personal foul on the Hurricanes on the touchdown, and a good little pooch kick. It's going to be taken at the 31. It's going to be Carter across the 40, 45 midfield, and drug down right at midfield. And that's where the Tigers will start with their best field position of the night.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously the 15-yarder definitely hurt. There's no, for field position-wise, no question. And we saw last time, hey, Palmetto drove is, pretty deep, and they elected not to go for a field goal like you thought they should. And we ended up getting away from it and a pick from Parker. So, hey, listen, defense now, you're in a hairy spot here right at midfield. Let's see if we can tighten up just a little bit from last series and match those first 2 series that we saw from the Hurricanes.
Tigers will start 1st and 10 at the Manatee 49-yard line just across midfield. They'll come out with Trez Yarn offset to the right of Jackson Roth. Roth drops, looking. He's going to fire deep. He's looking for his man, and it's going to be almost intercepted.
Sean Williams right there.
Sean Williams stride for stride on that play, and
kind of a backside.
Well, I think if he gets his head turned around just a second earlier, I think he catches it.
It hits his left arm, and so, no, absolutely great coverage there by Sean Williams. And but I agree with you. If he gets his head just turned around just a little bit earlier, I think he probably picks that.
Yeah, he was with Simeon Matt stride for stride without a doubt. I get them trying to strike early and go after it.
I'm okay with that.
You're trying to flip the momentum. I understand what they're trying to do.
Down 21-0.
But great coverage.
Hit a big one maybe for them, but now brings up in a 2nd and long, right?
3 receivers to the right for Roth. Yarn offset to the right. This time a drop throw in the flat. It's going to be caught by Carter. Carter sidesteps the first guy, nowhere to go. It gets mauled after that. He picks up about 5 yards, but as he slowed down, he had Ian Johnson-Kelly coming on the backside, but don't slow down for a second because he's going to take you out quickly, and he did.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're seeing a little bit of a Maurice Carter kind of come-out game here. And, they're seeing something like, hey, look, we know and Pritchard are the guys. See if Maurice Carter, what he can do, brings up a big 3rd down here for the Hurricanes.
3rd and short 4, or short 5, long 4, actually. This time 2 receivers to the left. Now we'll slide out a little bit wider. This time Roth drops, fires in the flat, and it's going to be overthrown, trying to get into Pitchford, and no shot whatsoever.
No, overthrown.
Sean Williams on the coverage over there, and you also had Kavion Smith on the inside. If the ball's thrown down low for him to catch, Kavion's all over for the interception. Tigers will go for it right here, and this is called desperate measures, right? So if you don't get it here, you literally are kind of, in my opinion, throwing in the flag. I mean, you're telling me right now your defense has no answer for our offense. I mean, I would play field position, but
yeah, I would punt it and make us go 80 to 90.
Manatee will come up and press coverage. Now they drop off on this side. Roth drops, looking left. He's going to fire deep. Low percentage shot and incomplete. Coverage all over Pitchford. And I'll tell you what, in my personal opinion, horrible play call.
Yeah, not a very good play
horrible
call. Allowing us
Why
to
would you try and throw the ball 30 yards downfield when you need 4?
Yeah, now allow us to get the ball here at the midfield.
Now, if I'm Coach Green, I'm going to do what I got to do to try and flip the field as fast as I can. So I'm going to say, hey, let's start here right at our own 42, 43-yard line, and let's see if we can't make something happen. And I go for something big. We got a stoppage of play on the field for a water break. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. Manatee leading 21-0, 6:04 to go in the first half of football. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
If you want a company that treats you and your family right, then you must be in Conley Country. Conley Buick GMC in Bradenton is the proud recipient of GMC's Dealer of the Year Award. This rare designation recognizes Conley Buick GMC for over 60 years of exceptional service. So experience the difference for yourself today. Tons of inventory, fair pricing, friendly service. GMC's Dealer of the Year, Conley Buick GMC. We are professional grade on Cortez Road West in Bradenton and at ConleyBuickGMC.com. Welcome to Conley Country.
AM 930, The Answer.
Welcome back to Joe Kinnan Field at Hawkins Stadium. 6:04 to go in the first half. Manatee leading 21-0. Canes taking over on downs will start at their own 43-yard line. First down and 10. Canes will come out, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Keyshawn Smith will be offset to the left of senior quarterback Andrew Heidel. Andrew takes a snap, drops, looking. He's going to fire deep. He's going after Jalen Bryant. He's got him there. It's going to be caught by Bryant to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Hurricanes. One play, touchdown, 57 yards, and the Canes extend the lead 27-0. One of our best plays of the night. You want to strike and strike quick. That's what they do. All of our best plays are brought to you by Richardson Stinton Roofing. For the best in all the roofing in Manatee County, 30 years of experience. It's richardsonstintonroofing.com. 5:51 to go, 27-0 Hurricanes, and it'll be Owen Jones on for the point after attempt. Just when you thought they'd go to the run, they come up. Jalen Bryant with a huge catch, his third touchdown of the season. Kick is up. The kick is good. 28-0, 5:51 to go in the first half. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Go Canes! Brown & Sons Funeral Homes and Crematory wish Manatee High School the best of luck this season. Brown & Sons have been your Manatee neighbor for half a century, with 3 generations of service and caring professionals to guide your family through these difficult times. Featuring Trust 100 pre-planning to handle all your local and long-distance needs. Celebrate the game of football, but when the game of life must end, depend on Brown & Sons Funeral Homes and Crematory to serve you. Online at brownsonsfuneral.com.
AM 930, The Answer.
Welcome back to Joe Kinnan Field, Hawkins Stadium. 28-0 Hurricanes lead, 5:51 to go in the first half. The Canes took over on downs, and one play, 57-yard throwing strike from Andrew Heidel to Jalen Bryant, and that extended the lead to 28-0. The Canes really in full control at this point in time. Everything they want is going their way. They're doing everything they need to do offensively and defensively. And it'll be Owen Jones on for the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. That scoring recap brought to you by Buccaneer Pond. For all your needs at the Buccaneer Pond is whatever you need, go visit my man down there at Buccaneer Pond in Sarasota, Manatee counties, and they'll get things underway. A little squib kick. It's going to be picked up and run back across the 20, the 25, and a host of Hurricanes will drag down Maurice Carter right there. And let's see if this defense can continue to make things happen. They've been absolutely outstanding so far in the first half. See if we can keep this shutout going. And, you know, crazy things. You look at what's going on and everything we've dealt with in Manatee County, Sarasota County, Pinellas County, and everyone around us. All I can say is once everything's back up and running, go visit some of the best waterfront dining experiences. You can visit Sandbar Beach House or Mar Vista. They will rebuild and be back for your enjoyment. Go out and visit them as soon as they're up and running again. Sandbar Beach House or Mar Vista. Jackson Roth, quarterback for the Tigers, first down and 10. Roth will hand off to Bridson. Bridson's got some running room. He gets out of the first tackle. He's got about a 13, 14-yard pickup. He'll get the ball all the way out to the 40-yard line. 14-yard jaunt by Bridson and a first down for the Tigers. Not quite sure why the clock has stopped, but here we go. Clock running again. Under 5.5 to go in the first half. Two receiver to the left, one to the right for Roth. Roth drops, looking, fires in the flat. Almost intercepted. What a great job of backpedaling out of there.
Kayvon
Williams was
almost
right there. I think he missed that one step in the back pedal, or otherwise he's standing upright. He kind of started falling backwards as he was reaching up for it, but he was right there in the path of that throw.
Yeah, good job there from Kayvon Williams, just dropping back in coverage.
Second down and 10. Tigers will send 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Yarn in the backfield behind Roth. Hand off to Yarn. Yarn's got nowhere to go. It's going to be Ronan Dangler to the first man there. Kayvon
Williams, the second one.
Yeah, there's a group of them there, but Ronan Dangler is like shooting out of a cannon.
It's almost like he knows the plays before they're happening because he's been an absolute tackle monster past 3 or 4 weeks.
This front group is just annihilating the Tigers. Loss of 3 on the play brings up third down and 13. Bridson will be in the backfield. Went with a hard count, trying to draw him, didn't get him. 2 receivers to the left. See if Parker cheats that way right here. Take one away, Jabari. Here we go. He's going to throw it up high. Jabari's on the hunt, and it's going to be knocked away. It's intercepted. Interception on the far side, and that is going to be Ryan Cotton with the interception. Woo-hoo-hoo. Ryan Cotton with his third interception of the year.
Third turnover of the game now for the Tigers, for obviously for the Hurricanes, and great job. I mean, coming back from a huge strike from Heidel to Bryant for the big play for the touchdown. Now defense comes out, and what a great job for the defense. Shutting them down for first 2 plays. Hey, they got to throw it up big, and I get it. You're down 20-0. You got to throw it up big, and great job from Ryan Cotton going, getting it, and finding it, and interception for the Hurricanes.
All right, well, let's see if we don't do something right here. I mean, do you turn around and strike big again? Last time we went 57 yards, 1 play, touchdown. Do you turn around and go after the jugular right here?
I'm okay if you go deep right now. I mean, there's no question. I mean, I'm definitely, obviously, 28-0. I'm okay with it. But I'm okay grinding a little bit. Let's beat them up a little bit, especially the front side.
Hey, I want 35 running clock and get them on out of here, right?
Let's go for it.
It's a short trip across the bridge. Let's send them back.
Let's go.
Run them out of here.
Then let's go.
That's what I'm after.
But 3 turnovers from the defense is huge. I mean, I thought that, especially the Tribune said 35 points, and now it's still 4 minutes in the second quarter here. But
Caden White offset to the left of Andrew Heidel. Heidel takes it. He's going to fire. He's going deep. He's going to be after the man. It's A.J. Causey, and he was right there.
But Parker, what are you doing on the sideline?
Yeah, they threw a flag for pass interference, I believe.
But Parker was also on the line of scrimmage in the way of the ref, and I think they're going to call sideline interference.
Yeah.
So I think it negates it 1st and 10 again.
No idea why he's over there, but it's going to be.
And he's way down the field, right?
Yes.
I mean, he's way down the field. Now, listen, I from a coach's standpoint, I was almost caught, and I'll say this. 2015-16, one of our best wins against Palmetto was almost negated because I was running on the sideline with KP at the time. And Coach Booth completely tackled me out of the box. And it was one of his best tackles he's ever had, probably his only tackle he ever had in his life.
Why are you running with KP? You can't keep up with him.
I was way behind him. I was yards behind him. I was running, kind of with him as a score.
I'll say yards behind, yeah.
So
I know I couldn't keep up with him.
But, it is, it's sometimes it's tough when you're on the sideline. You're excited about plays and things like that, and it should negate. Pass interference, then negate. First down.
Replay first down again.
But I'm okay with us going for the gut shot, right? Like going for the kill shot.
I'd do it again. But I know he won't. I think we'll go back to running the football. Let's see. I think we'll hand off actually, the one thing we haven't really done is run a bubble screen right here, and I wouldn't be surprised to see something in the flat and let your playmakers make plays. The middle of the field has been open all night long, so let's see who lines up in the slot. It'll be Torrey Gilly, so that's the guy I got to kind of keep my eye on. Jalen Bryant one-on-one on the outside. Andrew takes the snap, and we've got a flag offsides on the defense. So an easy 5 yards right there with 4 minutes to go. 28-0 Hurricanes lead. So does that change your play call, or do you go back and run the same thing?
No, I would like to see us say, hey, listen, let's do a 4-minute drive, right? A 4-minute drive, like an end-of-the-game 4-minute drive. To me, it's a coaching standpoint, 4-minute drive to see how we can end the game, right?
Low snap. Andrew picks it up and makes what could have been a loss of about 3 or 4 yards into a 2-yard pickup.
But I'm looking at this from a coaching standpoint. When do we ever get 4 minutes like this, up 28-0, right? So I'm going to do a 4-minute drive, not to necessarily kill the clock and not score, but let's move the ball methodically and keep – because remember –
it's an important drive. We get the ball to start the second half,
we get the ball
too.
Second half, right. So almost treat this as the end of the game 4 minutes.
Keith Smith will take the handoff. Keith finds running room across the 40, leans forward, got enough for the first down.
Smith, get it.
Needed 3, got 4, and a first down for the Hurricanes, approaching 3 minutes to go in the first half, leading 28-0. We do have a college football game going on right now.
We do.
A little leery to look at it.
I heard Duke pick 6 did or something. I don't know. I saw a text earlier.
I know who I selected. I'm not sure that I like what's going on. So
good pass out there to Gilly. Take it up for almost 10-yard gain there. Good job from the Hurricanes.
Torrey Gilly, it looks to be about a 9-yard pickup. Bring up 2nd down and 1. Mets big winners today, 12-6.
Good job, push it.
Yankees lead the Guardians 3-1 in the bottom of the second, and Duke leading Florida State 17-6. Oregon up 14-0 over.
I know
Purdue.
Tommy Jamisko, our course teacher, is excited about the Mets win. I know that.
2nd down and 1 for the Hurricanes in Palmetto territory, the 49. Andrew drops, rolls right, looking. Now he's going to chuck it
there
deep.
He is,
He's
Bryant.
got Jalen Bryant and out of bounds.
Just puts it on the right side shoulder, going out of bounds. Puts it on the left side shoulder, throws the numbers, let him run to it. I think he catches it for a touchdown.
I think that was the intent and where he was throwing it, and I think some of it might have been, that's a strong wind blowing against him and blowing towards that sideline as well.
Sure.
But it's 3rd and 1.
No. The best play call.
I'd rather be incomplete. Yeah.
As a down distance for a play caller, 2nd and 1. You're like, hey, listen, we're going to do whatever we can do, right? Anything that's in the playbook goes, because 3rd and 1, we should be able to get it.
Caden White will be directly behind Andrew Heidel. Andrew takes a high snap, fakes, rolls right, looking, throws it out to Torrey Gilly. He's got the first down across the 45 at the 40, down around the 39-yard line. Officially will set him down at the 40-yard line. First down, 10-yard pickup.
Good job there. Listen, I love that roll. I know it's going way opposite of what Andrew's throwing hand is. Obviously, he's a righty going left. But Andrew Gilly right there, just toss it to him and let him go. And that's exactly what we did.
So now things change a little bit. The Canes up 28-0, 2:05 to go. Put the 2-minute offense into effect. Let's see how quickly we can make this thing happen.
Oh, yeah. Now we're trying to say, hey, listen, let's go for some points here. Remember, we got all 3 timeouts left. They got 1 left here with 2:05 left in the second quarter.
Well, we'll just change the ball out, move it around.
I don't know if that was our ball or not.
I have no idea. Wasn't there to see it. Uh-oh. My boy Gary Korsendorf, he's up here. Oh, yeah. I got me a butterscotch shake somewhere in this place. He's checking it out.
Pit stop.
Probably put it on the bottom. He's got it going through everything. Here we go. First down at 10, Hurricanes. Andrew Heidel. Pump fake, throws it deep.
As he throws.
Got a man wide open and incomplete.
Yeah, he was hit as he
Tried
throws.
for Jalen Bryant, and boy, if he had just a second longer, he can get it out in front of him.
I agree. If he wasn't hit as he threw, and Andrew was hit from the backside just as he was throwing, if he wasn't, I think that's a walk-in touchdown for Jalen Bryant, no question. But right as Andrew was trying to throw the ball, he gets hit from a Palmetto defender. Which causes it to kind of sail on a little bit and go short. But, hey, listen, no harm, no foul. second and long here for the Hurricanes.
I didn't mean to put Gary through so much work over here to find this thing. I bet you there's not one in there. Second down and 10. Here we go. 2 receivers to the right. Andrew throws out in the flat. A.J. Causey across the 30. He's got the first down and more, and he'll pick up. Needed 10, got 15 on that one. So it'll be first down and 10. Hurricanes at the Tigers' 25-yard line.
Yeah, great job there by Andrew Heidel. Just finding A.J. Causey wide open, little sit route, about 7 yards. A.J. Causey catches it and then finishes up the 7 route on some yak, some yards after carriage. So good job there from Heidel to find A.J. A.J. being a physical wide receiver, breaking some routes, breaking some tackles, getting upfield.
First and 10, Canes. 2 receiver to the left, 1 to the right. Caden White offsets the right. Andrew takes it, throws it across. And
not looking.
Farrakhan wasn't expecting that one. He hit him in his back foot. Brings up second and 10, 1:38 to go in the first half.
Yeah, I don't know if he's there. If he's going for, he's going for Caden White in the route, or if he's going for Farrakhan Shannon. Either one was not looking.
Farrakhan was turning up towards the end zone.
For Farrakhan.
Yeah. But he turned up. You'd think he would sit down in that spot.
It could have been a choice route, right?
Right?
It could have been, hey, if he's there, if he's up tight on you, go long. If he's not, sit. They just read it wrong.
This time they'll fake the handoff across the middle to Farrakhan. Shannon still on his feet. Touchdown! Farrakhan Shannon, he high steps it in there, 25 yards out. Touchdown, Hurricanes, and that'll extend the lead to 34-0. He does some really fancy dancing once he gets in there.
Yes, he does.
25-yard strike from Andrew Heidel to Farrakhan Shannon, and the Canes are about to put an exclamation point on this football game. Unsportsmanlike again against the Hurricanes, all because of the dance going across there, but hey, whatever. It's a rivalry game. You do what you got to do.
No, you do it, baby.
Who cares?
You do it.
34-0, and I'll watch him do it 3 more times if he wants. I could care less at this point.
I'll go run his sprints if you want to. Well, wait a minute. I'll walk his sprints if you want to, punish him.
I'll share them with you. I'm fine. Between you and I, it'd take us all a practice to get them all done.
We'll tag team.
I don't care. We're good.
50 here, 50 there.
Owen Jones for the extra point. It's up and it's good. 35-0 Hurricanes. We'll keep things right here as the Canes are at complete domination tonight against the Tigers.
Listen, I mean, can I just be honest? You want me to be honest?
Why not? That's what we're here for.
I did not think it was going to be 35-0 at halftime.
Neither did I.
But I do believe that that the Palmetto Tigers' schedule is not nearly as tough as our schedule. And we've battled, and we're 5-1. We traveled to Lowndes in Georgia and played tough. We beat Buchholz, and we played tough, and obviously won that game. We've won every single game single-handedly. It wasn't even a question. And I feel like we were a little bit disrespected. I thought coming into here there was some hype about some. Obviously they're 6-0, and they should be happy about that, no doubt about it. 6-1 leaving here is still a good thing for the Palmetto Tigers. But I thought we were a little bit disrespected in the way that our schedule lined up against their schedule. And now listen, hey, there's still a long way to go here. We've seen some crazy things in this rivalry, right? And I'm not saying 35-0 means game's over, but I feel like that from a team standpoint, we're a better team, and we're showing it in this first half. We just got to continue that as we go on.
We're 5-1, and I'll agree with you. I think way underrated. But Owen Jones for the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff, and he'll pooch it again. It's going to skip, taken at the 31 by Carter. Carter across the 40 and 45, spins forward and gets to about the 48, 49-yard line, not quite to midfield. But and I say we're underestimated because everybody looks at a 31-15, 31-16 score that we lost to Lowndes. that game was much closer than the score indicates.
Oh,
if it
no
wasn't
doubt.
for the 9 points to start the second half, that flipped the football game.
Oh, and they scored
Yeah.
their 30th point, 3-4 minutes left in the game.
Right.
And we obviously going on and score ours. But, no, the start of the second half really is what dictated that game. We were 14-7 at halftime. And we do a bad snap to give them inside the 10. Then we do a snap and punt over our head to give them 2 points in the safety. No, I mean, we could very easily.
And listen, I'm going to go
6-0.
out right now and tell you, I wouldn't be surprised if they press right here and try to make something happen and we don't turn a pick six right here.
They're going to press. They have to press, right?
124 to go. I mean, don't be surprised if we don't jump her out.
I would be depressed if they didn't try to push the ball down the field, right? Like, you got to go for some points here. Because they got great field position. That's a great return right there by Maurice Carter.
I'm still not quite figuring out how the ball got on our side of the football field when he was tackled before the 50.
Well, listen, this is a Maurice Carter show-out game tonight. I mean, 3 catches for 39 yards. The guy's played phenomenal.
Well, I hope he throws it this way now because it's going to be Kavion Smith in the way. This time it's going to be Roth. He's going to throw it out in the flat. It's going to be caught, and out of bounds goes Simeon Matt, 12-yard pickup. Just don't get too soft and keep him out of the end
just
zone,
like
right?
that, you never know, right?
His only chance to throw the football is rolling out. He's got to move the pocket. It's the only way. He can't stay in the pocket because
for sure.
there's been too much pressure from every angle.
For
Every
sure,
time
no.
he's rolled out, he's had an opportunity. The question is, can you get him to roll out to his left? He won't have as much on the football.
And
That's where you're trying to
You
go.
talk about bringing some pressure on the right-hand side, our defensive left-hand side, his offensive right-hand side.
Roth drops, looking. He gets rid of it quickly and overthrows Carter. That was his intended receiver, but nowhere close. The ball was well out of bounds.
Yeah.
Gene was right on it. Gene could have caught it over there.
Hands?
Why didn't you catch it?
The number 5 tackles. Well, I thought about it for about not.
51 seconds to go here in the first half. Manatee leading 35-0. Second down and 10 for the Tigers at the Manatee 37-yard line. Jackson Roth, the quarterback for the Tigers. Drops, looks right, now back left. Rolling. He's going to get rid of it. And out of bounds, good coverage all the way down the field.
Eric Lewis, good job there from Eric Lewis. Number 22, good job in secondary there. Even if he caught it with a great catch, I don't think he even, he's not in bounds.
Third down and 10 for the Tigers. 43 seconds remaining. Manatee leads 35-0. It's been all Hurricanes from the very beginning as took over deep in Palmetto territory to start with, one play touchdown, and it's never looked back since. Roth will have 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Jackson takes it. Dangler trying to get pursued. He's all over him, and he takes him down. Ronan Dangler on a huge sack. What a huge sack. One of our best plays of the night. All of our best plays brought to you by Richardson Stanton Roofing. For the very best in roofing, choose a company with over 30 years experience in Manatee County. Visit their website at richardsonstantonroofing.com.
Great job by Ronan Dangler there, just pursuing Roth. And again, hey, can he roll left and can he avoid some of that pressure and throw the ball? And he did the last play, a little bit out of bounds there, but that time just really couldn't find anybody. Great job by Ronan Dangler in the pressure.
Loss of 10 on the play. That'll be Ronan's 3rd sack of the season. And it's not really, he comes up. He's our leading tackler. He's 42 tackles coming into the game. Not only is just tackles, his hurries. He's got 7 hurries. And when you look at the guys, he's got 7. Alvoyd's got 11. Ian's got 12. When you add that up and you realize what that does to an offense.
The hurries plus the sacks, absolutely.
Yes. The hurries are more important to me than anything else.
Agreed, because that's the time ticking in your head as
right.
a quarterback. What are you going to do with it? And sometimes you get antsy.
Jalen Bryant back, he held on too long. It could have been blocked, and it'll check up, and we'll take over at our own 19-yard line. I would think we'll take a knee and get out of here, but It's a rivalry game. I'm shooting one deep. I don't care. I'm going deep.
Are you asking
You
me?
ain't stopping, I know.
Oh, I'm on the gas.
Yes.
And, no, there's no question. I'm shooting one right here. I'm a 6-shooter right from the hip right here, and I'm going for it. And I don't think we will. I don't think Jaquez will. Coach Green will do that. But if it's me.
No, he's nicer than I am. I'm going to go for the jugular.
I'm on the gas.
I don't think there's a chance that we do that. He might hand off to. I don't even know a handoff. If I have no intent of doing anything down the field, I'm just taking the knee and be done, right?
And that's fine. Listen, hey, we get it in the second half, but for me, no. Listen, hey, 35 seconds. I'm playing this like, hey.
I got Jalen Bryant against a guy that he's beat twice. I'm going to go after him again. What's one more time, right?
Listen, man, I don't disagree with you.
I'm going. I don't care.
We're not in any kind of underneath either.
He takes it. He drops. He'll flip it out to Caden White. He slipped as he tried to turn it up. But
the turf monster got him. God,
and that should be the final play of the first half. We'll see what they do here. And clock's running down to 20. There's no reason to run another play. And
turf monster got him.
Offense is kind of moving off the field. Let's see. And we'll start to make our way to the locker room as well as we're down to 5 seconds, 4. And we'll see if Gene will catch up with Coach Green down on the sidelines. And Gene's with him now.
Thank you, Danny and Chad. Coach, comes out and what's going on, all the turmoil with these Hurricanes coming out, and these Hurricanes came out tonight. They're showing what we're made of and really not any dust to knock off.
Yeah, they came out. We set the tone early on, went down the field. Each time we had the football, defense playing outstanding, get a lot of pressure on the quarterback. We just got to keep our composure because, a lot of these guys know each other, so a lot of chippy, a lot of talking going back and forth.
Yeah, I know watching, coming in with Palmetto's quarterback and what he's done and seeing it. And, over the years, I've seen a lot with our guys where the defensive backs panic a little bit. But tonight, they're really playing like defensive backs and getting in there and making the play at the right time and not doing anything to cause any penalties.
Oh, they're doing a good job back there. That's the thing you want. You want your guys to continue to get better and better each week. I think Poole is doing a good job on the corner, and Keith Palmer's doing another good job on the corner. Right now, they probably got to throw the ball to get back in the game, so we got to keep playing good pass defense.
Well, running clock. So.
Yeah, running clock, man. So we hopefully everybody can get home early tonight, man.
Thank you, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Yep, that's what we've seen, and that's what I've been impressed with the most tonight, Danny, is the defensive backs really staying in good position at the right time.
I agree with you, Gene. So far, they played lights out. And the Canes lead 35-0. We'll take a timeout, come back with the first half highlights and the Shake Pit halftime report. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Manatee Memorial Hospital is available 24/7 with high-quality treatment at our expanded emergency care center. As an accredited chest pain center by the American College of Cardiology and with a comprehensive stroke certification from Healthcare Facilities Accreditation Program, our caring team will be ready when you arrive. Remember, if you experience symptoms of a possible heart attack or stroke, quickly call 911. Visit ManateeMemorial.com for more information.
Former Hurricane Chuck Howard knows what it takes to be on a championship team. Howard Leasing is proud to sponsor the Hurricanes and is ready to champion solutions for your employees' leasing needs. Everything from big business to small business, Howard Leasing covers it all. From payroll processing and workers' comp to human resources and employee benefits. Get on the winning team with Chuck Howard and all the pros at Howard Leasing. Details available online at howardleasing.com. Again, that's howardleasing.com.
Coastal Orthopedics proudly supports Manatee High School and Hurricanes football. Dr. Dan Lamar, a former Hurricane, is the team's medical director. Dr. Lamar and the staff of experts at Coastal Orthopedics are recognized leaders in sports medicine and wellness technology. With offices in West Bradenton, East Bradenton, and Lakewood Ranch, they're always close by. Details online at coastalorthopedics.com. coastalorthopedics.com. Coastal Orthopedics, keeping you in the game.
They say life is better on the water, where the only measure of time is the disappearing tide and the sound of fishermen returning from a long day's work. That's where you'll find Swordfish Grill, nestled along the quiet Gulf Coast in Florida's oldest fishing village. This is a place to relax, to unwind, and enjoy freshly caught seafood. They say life's better on the water. We couldn't agree more. Swordfish Grill and Tiki Bar, located in Cortez, Florida's oldest fishing village.
Hello, this is John Maben, owner of Pegasus Coin and Jewelry, located on State Road 70 at I-75 in Bradenton. We buy and sell gold and silver face-to-face at competitive prices. We also buy coin collections, unwanted gold jewelry, and sterling silver flatware at top prices. For more information, call Pegasus Coin and Jewelry at 941-725-6100. That number again is 941-725-6100. We are not a licensed investment advisor. Purchasing precious metals carries risk of loss. Members ANA, PNG, ABMD, Better Business Bureau, and Manatee Chamber of Commerce.
Attention Sarasota, Bradenton listeners. My name is Greg Ellie of the Prosperity Group. I'm a former Sarasota, Bradenton native with over 30 years in the financial industry, where we focus on showing you how you can create tax-free income. That's right. We will teach you the most efficient ways for you to create tax-free income or a pension-like income. Simply call me at 1-800-440-0434 or go to mymoneyissafe.com. That's 1-800-440-0434.
Every homeowner needs a roofing partner, especially after a hurricane. Hi, I'm Mike Egan, owner of Global Roofing. We have over 30 years experience handling insurance claims. Our team members are trained to carefully scope and document your loss. If you have suffered roof damage and need assistance, please contact us for a free evaluation. Remember, think local and go global. Visit goglobalroofing.com to schedule a free, no-obligation appointment today. Remember, think local and go global. Visit goglobalroofing.com. License number CCC 1330308.
Howdy, folks. Howdy Hudson here from AC Today. When you call AC Today, you're supporting a locally owned and operated business, employing members of your community. And I'd like to introduce you to the wonderful people of AC Today.
My name is Jason. I'm a field service technician. The best part of my job, actually being able to fix something on site. That's probably the best part. Getting it done then and there instead of having to make a return trip is always better.
I'm Melissa Carson. I've been here 4.5 years. I'm the office manager. Take care of the technicians. The reason why I think you should go with AC Today is because we are locally owned and operated, and we do care about our customers. You're not a number. You're actually a face and a name.
Please give us a call at 941-755-1336, 941-755-1336, or visit actoday-fl.com. For all your AC needs, remember, it's AC Today, not tomorrow.
Every homeowner needs a roofing partner, especially after a hurricane. Hi, I'm Mike Egan, owner of Global Roofing. We have over 30 years experience handling insurance claims. Our team members are trained to carefully scope and document your loss. If you have suffered roof damage and need assistance, please contact us for a free evaluation. Remember, think local and go global. Visit goglobalroofing.com to schedule a free, no-obligation appointment today. Remember, think local and go global. Visit goglobalroofing.com. License number CCC 1330308.
Happy Halloween from Paisanos. Come to Paisanos Italian Bakery for your Halloween goodies and everything pumpkin. Delicious pumpkin bread, delectable decorated pumpkin cookies, and melt-in-your-mouth pumpkin muffins. Paisanos Italian Bakery is a must-stop destination to wow your friends and family at Halloween. Paisanos, Stickney Point Road in the Gateway Shopping Center. Paisanos, yum.
WLSS, Sarasota. And now, the Prosperity Group Manatee High School Football Halftime Show with your host, Joe Weaver.
A hearty good evening to you, and welcome into another edition of although it's been a little while since we've been able to come back with Manatee Hurricanes football here on AM 930, The Answer. It's a great night to get back to because this is a big one here tonight. It's a district contest, but it's also homecoming, and most importantly, it's against the most intense rivalry currently going on, and of course, that's the Palmetto Tigers. They come into tonight's contest quite formidable in their own right at 6-0 on the season. The Hurricanes enter in at 5-1, so this clearly the biggest game of the year so far, and as we get started, the Canes start off on defense, so the Tigers with the ball to start, and right off the bat, they make their presence felt on the D.
Throws it out into the flat. Kneeling hit by the Canes outside. And what a quick stop right there. And I believe on that stop was Kavion Smith.
So a 2-yard loss, great way to get started, would lead to a 3rd and 17, and the Hurricanes get their first big play of the night.
Rothfield handoff up the middle of the yard. Not much running room. Ball came loose. It's loose. Hurricanes are on it. The Canes have recovered, and it's going to be first down and goal for the Canes.
So that would set up the good guys in a great spot, first and goal, and it would only take senior quarterback Andrew Heidel one play to pay it off.
Hand off to Keyshawn, and no, he keeps it himself. Good read, and walks in Andrew Heidel. He fooled me, fooled everybody in the stands, and walks in off the right side for a 9-yard touchdown. One-play strike, and the Canes are up 6-0.
PAT is good. 7-0 Manatee Hurricanes. Can't start off much better than that. Defense makes quick work of the Tigers on their next offensive possession. So the Canes offense back out on the field, and this time they put up a nice drive that once again ends in pay.
Fake it, throw across the middle. It's going to be caught. Torrey Gilly, and Gilly walks in. Touchdown, Hurricanes from 22 yards out. And the Canes extend the lead to 13-0.
Extra point good, 14-0 Manatee, and the Palmetto Tigers probably haven't faced anyone like this all year and not handling it the best so far. You hate to see it. Still in the first quarter with the Canes with the ball again. Defense lights out so far, and Heidel with a nice pass play.
Fakes the interior, throws it across the middle. It's going to be Farrakhan Shannon across midfield, still on his feet. The big man gets drugged down around the 44-yard line.
But unfortunately, a fumble on the next play would end the series, so unable to capitalize on the big play. Then the Tigers put together a little drive of their own, but facing a second down deep in Canes territory.
Fakes the handoff to Brightson under pressure, rolling right. Now a throw back in the back of the end zone, tipped away at the last second.
Great play there, and now Palmetto a few plays later facing a fourth down and goal, and the Hurricanes defense stands up.
They're going to run the same pick play. This time not ready quick enough. He's going to throw out the flat, and
Jabari Parker is there.
Parker's there. Intercepted in the end zone. Jabari Parker, and that'll bring the ball out to the 20 with a touchback. What a beautiful play by Parker.
Great job getting the stop there, and that has got to be demoralizing for the Tigers as Manatee takes back over, and they get the passing game going right away.
Andrew will send Keyshawn in motion. He drops, fires across the middle, wide open, and it's caught. Torrey Gilly, a first down and more. He needed 13. He picked up 17 on that.
Right after that, how about some Keyshawn Smith?
Handoff inside, and Keyshawn trying to find running room, and just bounces out of another one. Across 35 to the 20, to the 15, and ran out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds, but not before. He picks up 14 yards on that play, and another Manatee first down as they're driving.
Look, obviously we don't have the best angle here, but I thought he was bottled up for really no gain. That shows Keyshawn's athleticism, his strength, to bounce out of tackles, and then his burst to get up the sideline.
Really good looking drive so far. Might as well pay it off. Pay it all the way off.
Andrew takes a snap, drops, looking. He's going to fire deep. He's going after Jalen Bryant. He's got him there. It's going to be caught by Bryant to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Hurricanes. One play, touchdown, 57 yards, and the Canes extend the lead 27-0.
Point after try is good, and a great call by Danny Carter. 28-0 Manatee Hurricanes after the kick, and this is turning into an excellent homecoming and senior night for Manatee. The defense not done, though. On their next outing, they get the ball right back, number 12.
Here we go. He's going to throw it up high. Jamari's on the hunt, and it's going to be knocked away. It's intercepted. Interception on the far side, and that is going to be Ryan Cotton with the interception. Ryan Cotton with his third interception of the year.
So now the offense with the ball back, this time with a more methodical approach, but the drive ends the same as most of the rest of them so far tonight.
They'll fake the handoff across the middle to Farrakhan Shannon, still on his feet. Touchdown! Farrakhan Shannon, he high steps it in there, 25 yards out. Touchdown, Hurricanes, and that'll extend the lead to 34-0.
The all-important extra point is good, and it's a 35-0 absolute domination tonight by the Hurricanes, blowing out the Palmetto Tigers, and we will have a running clock in the second half. Great job, Canes. This has been the Hurricanes Halftime Highlight Report presented by Prosperity Group Advisors. Contact Greg Elliott, Prosperity Group Advisors, to learn how to best protect your assets as they grow using Greg's innovative safe money strategies. Go to mymoneyissafe.com. That's mymoneyissafe.com.
First Southern Bank is proud to be the banking partner for Manatee Hurricanes football because they're a true community bank that understands the importance of supporting the neighborhoods they're proud to serve. Conveniently located at 1825 Manatee Avenue West, you can also find out more about First Southern Bank by visiting their website, fsb-bank.bank. Once again, that's fsb-bank.bank. And let them know you heard about them through Manatee football. Experience for yourself the First Southern Bank difference. And go Canes!
Member FDIC insured, equal housing lender.
Former Hurricane Chuck Howard knows what it takes to be on a championship team. Howard Leasing is proud to sponsor the Hurricanes and is ready to champion solutions for your employees' leasing needs. Everything from big business to small business, Howard Leasing covers it all. From payroll processing and workers' comp to human resources and employee benefits. Get on the winning team with Chuck Howard and all the pros at Howard Leasing. Details available online at howardleasing.com. Again, that's howardleasing.com.
Perkins Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and Mitsubishi in Bradenton is proud to be a sponsor of Manatee Hurricanes football. At the award-winning Perkins Auto Group, you'll get a championship deal on a big selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. And you can browse hundreds right now at Perkins.com. For over 65 years, Perkins has been family-owned and operated with sales and service that can't be beat. Go Hurricanes! From Perkins Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and Mitsubishi in the 2700 block of 1st Street in Bradenton.
Hey, BRICS nations are the #1 buyers of gold on the planet right now. That includes Brazil, Russia, India, China, and many other nations who've joined their ranks to purchase gold. Nations who are not aligned with us, well, it looks like they're betting on the American recession. With the United States carrying over $35 trillion in national debt, who would be surprised if these countries are betting against us? So the big question is, how do you protect yourself from their plans to de-dollarize the globe? Let my friends at Swiss America educate you on how to protect your hard-earned money. You gotta see their free report, The Secret War on Cash. Just call or text my name, Mike Gallagher, to 800-289-2646, and we'll send you that report. Call or text Swiss America and get their free report, The Secret War on Cash. Keep your money safe. Know what to do. Call or text 800-289-2646 today or visit SwissAmerica.com/Gallagher and get your free report, The Secret War on Cash, from Swiss America.
Nick here with Zola Roofing.
All right, guys, this is the last spot.
Turn to Zola Roofing for your repairs or replacement. Zola Roofing is a leader in Sarasota and Manatee County with over 175 years of roofing experience. Zola Roofing is locally owned, not a franchise, and definitely not an out-of-town company looking to cash in on our neighbor's misfortune. If you have experienced any damage to your roof, see a loose tile, stain on your ceiling, or water coming into your home, visit ZolaRoofing.com or call us at 941-923-7663.
AM 930, The Answer.
You guys are hot.
Welcome to Joking Infield at Hawkins Stadium. Cross-river rivalry. And, over the years, it's kind of become a little bit bigger compared to when Manatee and Southeast were the big rivalry. Southeast, obviously, circumstances have changed, and now it's Palmetto is probably one of our biggest rivalries, if you really want to call it that. But we just feel that the physicalness in coming out here, Manatee is a lot more physical, a lot more intense. Palmetto, is 5-0 coming in here, looking at the quarterback. Is not a bad quarterback, but hasn't played a team like Manatee yet, Bowen.
Yeah, we thought we would, looking at the schedule of teams that we've played and trying to, you always look at it and compare them. Like I said, where does Palmetto at, compared to Pinellas Park? Or, obviously they're not a Buchholz, they're not a Lowndes. And hats off to Palmetto for a great start to their season. So they came in here with some momentum, thinking they could make a run. I think we did exactly what we thought we could do. Coming off a hurricane, coming off a storm, and to go up 35-0 and to just really look efficient. I don't have the stats here in front of me, but I don't know if Andrew Heidel had an incomplete pass, Gene.
Well, when you look at it and you say that, what we should do and what you do sometimes is not always the same.
Yep.
And when it's a rivalry and different things happening that way, it doesn't always happen. But tonight it did. And, we came out and stopped them that first series and caused a fumble, and one play scored. Then came back, scored again quickly once we held them. And I just think what I'm impressed with the most tonight is our intensity. Obviously, the intensity is there because of the rivalry. A few kids that were at Palmetto are here now. We do have to control our emotions a little bit at times. But sometimes as we get older, Bowen, that does kind of settle a little bit. You don't get as frustrated with things as much. But I do believe that Manatee comes out. We've thought, that we can do what we think we can do and keep it going. There's a possibility this team could go a long way. You got to stay healthy. You got to do the right things in school and everywhere else. But there's opportunity now for this team to continue to improve and possibly be considered, in the two-county area, one of the top 2 teams right now. And, Venice is going to keep that until somebody knocks Venice off. But I think that we have played a tough schedule. Venice plays a tough schedule. Some of the other schools aren't playing as tough. So when you get a game like this, it is harder to know where you're at.
Yeah, and like you said, what you should do and what you do doesn't always line up, and tonight it has. And to see the kids be able to execute at the level they have. I mean, Andrew Heidel has thrown 5 touchdown passes, to 4 different receivers tonight. So talk about spreading the ball around, getting your guys involved. You've got 4, 4 different receivers that are seniors. They know, they're looking down the home stretch of their high school career, and they're making plays and they're excited. I think we came in with the right level of intensity, and we've matched that intensity with execution. And to see that, and I hats off, like I said, to our community. We're here. We're here supporting these teams. The weather's great. It just feels like football weather. Coming out of a very anxious situation with the Hurricanes, and to come out here and support good local high school football here in Manatee County, it's just something you got to be proud of, and of course we want to see our guys on top, and it's looking like we're going to be able to do that.
Yeah, and I think all of us want to say that coming out of the last couple of weeks with 2 hurricanes, one that kind of skirted our coast that really brought in a lot of surge and hit about 700 homes in the city of Bradenton, and numerous other homes in our Manatee County. And, we're starting to recover from that. And a week and a half later, we have another hurricane that comes. And it's probably, in most of our lifetimes in this community, was one of the hardest hurricanes to hit. We were talking about something earlier that we're glad that nobody lost their life. But, sometimes you lose all your possessions in your home in any type of event. It's a struggle. And, anybody out there that's listening to this, if your home was destroyed, everybody's thinking of you. Everybody's out there willing to help you do something. And really, if you're struggling, get help.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people out there that are willing to help you.
And I agree. And you've seen some of the best in people and in businesses and in our community to be able to do that. And listen, and it starts with the camaraderie that we feel on a great Friday night here in Manatee County.
Definitely. So we're going to go ahead and I think we have one more break, and then we'll bring you back in with Danny Carter and Chad Choate.
Accidents happen every day, and no one expects that it's going to happen to them until it does. That's when your whole life can turn upside down. If you find yourself in that position, either from a personal injury or an on-the-job injury, you don't have to go it alone. Protect yourself with the team that's been protecting the rights of the injured in Bradenton and Sarasota for over 30 years. Legler, Murphy, and Battaglia. All injuries all the time. Contact them today by going to allinjurieslaw.com.
That's allinjurieslaw.com.
Bose Imaging Centers are dedicated to bringing you the best quality.
So who thought the game was going to be this lopsided
today? With locations in the heart of both Bradenton and Sarasota, Bose Imaging Centers are close to all major medical centers. And the over 4 generations of the Bose family healthcare experience will ensure you a comfortable and professional visit. Bose Imaging Centers, where quality and customer service are the standard. Online at boseimagingcenter.com.
Hey, Tim Cooper here with Health Plan Network. I talk to folks every day about their health insurance, and this is what I hear. 1, my premiums are too much. 2, my deductible is so high that I never meet it. And 3, my doctor doesn't accept my plan anymore. I offer private health insurance plans that are not on the marketplace. You can pick your doctors. You only need a reasonable deductible if you go into a and they're 30 to 60% lower cost than Obamacare. One more thing, there's no tax penalty at the end of the year. These plans are guaranteed acceptance and available all year round, so you can enroll today. If you pay for your own health insurance, you're uninsured, you're on COBRA, or your employer coverage is just too expensive, call me, Tim Cooper, at 941-499-8927. 941-499-8927, or go to healthplannetwork.net. That's healthplannetwork.net, and we can custom design a plan managed by you, not the government.
All right, go ahead.
Running clock here to start the second half. Hurricanes start first and 10 at their own 27. It'll be Keyshawn Smith on the right side. It'll be a loss of about 4. Actually, it'll be a loss of 3 on the play. Again, running clock, Canes leading 35-0, and Chad, we'll have plenty of time to talk about things as we move forward throughout the rest of this first half, but our second half. But we'll start looking forward to next weekend because that's a district game next week. But,
here's one thing I like to make sure that we do that we didn't do with Pinellas Park: keep our ones in for at least a quarter here, going in the second half.
This will be Keith Smith on this play right here, coming off the left side, trying to get around. He loses the ball, scoops it back up at the 20, turns it upfield, and turned what to be apparently what looked to be a loss as he fumbled it, scooped it back up, picked up 4 yards.
Yeah. Well, I like to see. I like to see. Again, some of our starters staying in here a little bit longer than we have been. Because here's the bottom line, right? We got Braden River next week, followed by, possibly Riverview, and I know some scheduling situations. Another week was added on from FHSAA, and we're trying to find somebody there because Benjamin didn't want to move it. So you don't know how many plays you got left here in the season before you go into the final, so in the playoffs. So you want to make sure you play guys.
Canes go 3 receivers to the right. Andrew drops, looking, fires in the flat. Farrakhan Shannon. He's trying to get to the 29-yard line, a short pickup of about a yard and a half. And now to bring on the punting unit for the first time for the Hurricanes tonight. Not much there. They just played behind the sticks a little bit and will kick the ball away. But the question mark is, can the defense continue to play with that same intensity right now?
Right. I mean, let's be honest. Let's just call a spade a spade. That was not the best opening offensive drive from the offense we've seen come out of the second half. And to me, I know we're up 35-0, right? So I'm not trying to poo-poo anything.
No.
But you want to see us come out of the second half with some intensity and keep going. And we obviously didn't do that offensively. Hopefully the defense can do that.
Braylon Miller to punt, gets a good kick and a good positive roll across midfield down around the 41, 42-yard line is where the Tigers will start in their own territory with 8:35 to go here in the third quarter. And again, Canes 35-0 running clock. Things are going to move quickly here throughout the remainder of the football game. But first half, Chad, we didn't even get a chance to really talk about it. You come out, you stop them, you start early, deep in their territory, and you one play in the end zone. Next time you get it, we scored on 5 consecutive.
Yeah, fast and furious, right?
Yeah.
I mean, scored on 10, we scored on 47, 72, 80, scored on one play, 43, 69. I mean, yeah, we scored fast and furious, and that's exactly what you want to see from the offensive side of the ball. So good first half output for the offense, no doubt.
Roth fakes the interior, throws underneath. It's going to be a flag thrown on the play out here, so that's going to be
on us.
Yeah, it's going to be on us, defensive holding. But hey, by the time they sort it out, another minute and a half will run off the clock. So, but you don't want you don't want to play sloppy.
Correct,
right?
Correct. Because again, you don't know how many snaps the first group's going to have the rest of the year with our opponents and just with scheduling and things that are going to happen. You want to be as crisp as possibly can. And you know, my thing is you got to treat this as, I know we're up 35-0, it's a running clock, but you want to treat this as, look, this may be the last chance you get to really play a full game. You know, if Braden River kind of pans out, obviously Palmetto beat Braden River 30-8. So, you know, you kind of look at the scores and how indicative they are. I mean, you know, this may be the last chance we get.
Here we go, the typical.
Oh, their band's running back to play,
Yeah.
to try to play third quarter for the Palmetto.
We're used to this when we go over there. They all just pandemonium run everywhere. So they're running like crazy on the far side, too. I have no idea what's going on, but
it's all good.
It's usual. These two teams match up, and craziness will happen out of nowhere. So nobody knows. Who cares? We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. Manatee leading 35-0. You listen to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
If you want a company that treats you and your family right, then you must be in Conley country. Conley Buick GMC in Bradenton is the proud recipient of GMC's Dealer of the Year Award. This rare designation recognizes Conley Buick GMC for over 60 years of exceptional service. So experience the difference for yourself today. Tons of inventory, fair pricing, friendly service. GMC's Dealer of the Year, Conley Buick GMC. We are professional grade on Cortez Road West in Bradenton and at ConleyBuickGMC.com. Welcome to Conley country. AM 930, The Answer.
6:36 remaining third quarter. Manatee leading 35-0. We have a running clock. And
you want me to give some scores here
Yeah,
from
let's
around
go
the county?
around.
So
Let's go
Venice, Clearwater Central Catholic. Venice up 27-13. Start of the third. 14-13 at halftime. Cardinal Mooney over Riverview Rams. Charlotte and Mariner 28-28. 35-19 West Broward over Gulf Coast. And I mentioned them just because they're in their region. Lakewood Ranch up 15-14. They're in our district, or excuse me, in our county. I don't see the Booker score up here, but I'll find that Booker Bayshore momentarily.
St. Thomas, they playing tonight?
So Booker's up 49-0 over Bayshore. And let's say St. Thomas.
See what STA's doing. That's big for us because we're talking about playing our end out and being the possible number one seed throughout.
Yep, St. Thomas up 30-0 over Monarch. So, you know, listen, we hold pace with them. We win, they win. You know, we're up almost 2 points in the rankings. You know, I don't see us really fluctuating too much in those rankings to be the number one in the South, you know, region, or to be the higher ranked seed, I guess I could just say, in the South region. We're going to be number one in our region, no doubt. I think we're the number 4 in Class 5A. We're the highest ranked in the South between Region 3 and Region 4 currently.
All right, water break is done, and the clock is wound back up and running. The Tigers first down at 10 in Manatee territory at the 43. Canes show pressure. They'll hand off to Bryson. Bryson's got nowhere to go. Ronan Dangler on the stop.
Awesome 1 or 2 right there from Ronan Dangler. Great tackle. Ronan Dangler just sees the field, moves inside out like a linebacker should. Just really, really, really good linebacker.
Canes have done a great job. I'm so impressed with Ronan Dangler. He's moved around. He's been at the mic. He's been at the wheel. He's had to bounce around a little bit just because of injuries here and there. You know, Caleb Matalau missed a couple of games, so he fills in. He does a great job of just not only going up the field to make plays, but sideline to sideline. He is tremendous.
No doubt.
2 receivers to the left. Roth takes the snap. Looks, fires out in the flat, and great coverage on the far side. Nowhere
Ryan
to go.
Cotton, good
Ryan
job.
Cotton all over him, yes.
Yeah, it brings up a 3rd and long now for the Palmetto Tigers, and that's not where they want to be. No team in whatever level it is, it don't matter. And it looks like there's a penalty flag on the Tigers, it looks like.
Now, I'll tell you what, the last play, the White Hat
he threw it late, yeah.
Yeah, well, he had talked to the offensive lineman already about what was going on and told him to back off of it, and he didn't, and turned around and did it again right there. And he can't stay with, Christian Figueroa has just given him fits, and it just kept going and going. He got a warning on the last play and turned around and did it again, and this time he got caught with it. 15 yards will be marched off, so this is going to be third down. And
the Tigers don't need that at all.
Yeah, it's going to be third down in the Manatee Causeway here for them. Not quite in Anna Maria, but
good directional.
Yep. We'll call it third and Perico. That's about as close as you can get.
I like it.
4 minutes to go, third quarter. Manatee leading 35-0. Canes show pressure at the line. They've got everybody stacked up. They bail out of it. They bring it on the far side. It's going to be caught and completely wrapped up. Good job on the far side. That's going to be Eric Lewis on the stop.
And Pitchford had a good catch. I mean, a little bit high, and he went up and caught it. Got a 3 or 4 yard gain from the Tigers there. Real good catch from Pitchford, but had no room, obviously. Eric Lewis just sucked him up, and great play from him.
The number of times you see guys that catch balls on the far side like that, and they get out of that tackle, but a good job by Eric Lewis.
We're getting somebody cramped up. Looks like it may be Christian Figueroa.
Well, they'll tend to him. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Manatee leading 35-0, 3:23 to go in the third quarter. You listen to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Go Canes! Brown & Sons Funeral Homes and Crematory wish Manatee High School the best of luck this season. Brown & Sons have been your Manatee neighbor for half a century, with 3 generations of service and caring professionals to guide your family through these difficult times. Featuring Trust 100 pre-planning to handle all your local and long-distance needs. Celebrate the game of football, but when the game of life must end, depend on Brown & Sons Funeral Homes and Crematory to serve you. Online at brownandsonsfuneral.com. AM 930, The Answer.
Welcome back to Joe Kinnan Field, Hawkins Stadium. Approaching 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Manatee leading 35-0. Palmetto is on to punt. It'll be Jalen Bryant and I think Keith Smith. Yes, Keith Smith back deep. They'll get the punt away, a low liner. It's going to be caught right there by Jalen Bryant.
The heads-up play by Jalen Bryant. That's why you do one up short, one deep, because if that ball rolls, it's going another 20 yards.
Correct. They had the forward motion on that one. It was going to roll over and keep going. But Canes will start at their own 32-yard line, 1st and 10. Andrew Heidel will bring the offense back out again. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Again, Canes lead 35-0. They'll improve to 6-1 on the year without a doubt at this point. But next week, the Canes go on the road.
Yeah, Brain River, district game, and that's important, right? All wins are important, all games are important, but the district is the utmost important. And you got to be focused, right? You can't let this game or anything else you've done define the season. You got to take every week as it comes. Hopefully the offense continues to move here.
Caden White offset to the right. It'll be a quick flip out to Farrakhan Shannon. He'll pick up about 3 yards. Bring up 2nd down and 7.
Farrakhan Shannon kind of slowly, as the season's gone on, gotten more involved in the offensive play calling, and I think he's a weapon that we can absolutely use. Real tall, lanky guy, but also is much faster than what you think when you look at him. We saw the Buchholz play where he ran away from guys, right?
Oh, he ran away from the safety and the DB like it was nothing. Andrew again out to Shannon one more time. Farrakhan picks up the first down. Needed 7, got 8, maybe 9 right there, and a first down for the Hurricanes. Ball set on the Canes 45-yard line, 1st and 10. See if may have one more play here, and the quarter will come to an end. It'll be interesting to see how much longer we'll run the ones out there before we go to the twos. Keith Smith in the backfield this time. Hand off to Keith off the right side, and nowhere to go. Gets out of the first tackle. Now shifts gears, coming back the other way. Andrew with a great block, and
don't call.
Slip and a fall.
They're going to call a blindside block on Andrew. Come on now.
That is not a blindside. He turned around, came back the other direction. There's no way.
Oh my gosh. The quarterback.
I disagree with that call, but
wow.
I mean, he set himself up. Everything had already turned and flowed back the other direction, so. But they'll call the blindside block. That'll be the end of the third quarter. Manatee leading 35-0. We'll be back with fourth quarter action after we hear from our sponsors. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
First Southern Bank is proud to be the banking partner for Manatee Hurricanes football because they're a true community bank that understands the importance of supporting the neighborhoods they're proud to serve. Conveniently located at 1825 Manatee Avenue West, you can also find out more about First Southern Bank by visiting their website, fsb-bank.bank. Once again, that's fsb-bank.bank. And let them know you heard about them through Manatee football. Experience for yourself the First Southern Bank difference. And go Canes!
Member FDIC insured, equal housing lender.
Welcome to the...
Hey,
Do you want me to move Manatee Memorial up in this one?
Yeah, go ahead and bump that one up with this running clock. Would be a good idea. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hey, shoot that feedback to us too, please.
Where great food meets good vibes. If you're craving fresh seafood and a waterfront view, get to Cortez Kitchen on 119th Street next to Swordfish Grill, where every meal is a catch of the day.
Manatee Memorial Hospital is available 24/7 with high-quality treatment at our expanded emergency care center. As an accredited chest pain center by the American College of Cardiology and with a comprehensive stroke certification from Healthcare Facilities Accreditation Program, our caring team will be ready when you arrive. Remember, if you experience symptoms of a possible heart attack or stroke, quickly call 911. Visit ManateeMemorial.com for more information.
AM 930, The Answer.
Low snap, and they'll hand off to Keith Smith. No gain on the play. Bring up second down, and that's Mason Summer in now as Andrew Heidel is done for the evening, and a lot of the other number ones will be done as well, and a great job by the Hurricanes offense tonight.
No, great. I mean, listen, 35-0. I mean, 35 points, you know. I think you called 38-10 earlier today, so really close. But I'd like to see a shutout from the defense as we move forward. But good job from Mason right there, getting that low snap and giving it to Keith for at least getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down, and I forgot we had the 15-yard march off on the blindside block. So this is second forever. Caden White, and little 2-yard pickup. It's going to bring up third down, and they got the ball at, let's see, the 33-yard line. We got to get all the way out to the Tigers' 45, so be third and 22.
Yeah, anticipate a run probably here and eat some more of the clock, punt the ball, and see if the defense can continue to hold the shutout.
Mason Summer will have Caden White off to his right.
No, Andrew Heidel back in.
No, Andrew is back. See if we
Throwing
don't
the ball,
try
maybe.
and air it out. Andrew drops, looking. He's going to fire deep, looking for A.J. Causey. Causey there, and incomplete.
In and out of the defender's hand.
Thrown to the inside. If he gets to the outside shoulder of A.J., he might have had a chance.
Vantrez Yarn playing a little secondary there.
So incomplete, and the Canes will come on to punt. Just under 10 minutes to play in a football game. So Manatee has Braden River. We have Riverview, and we're not sure if we'll have a 10th game or not at this
November
point in time.
7th. Yeah, the FHSA added another week on because of the Hurricanes, which I'm glad they did. I think the region and to be honest with you, the state needed it, no doubt. But for us, I don't know if Benjamin wants to come back up and play or not, so we may have to find somebody, or if not, it's a bye week going into the playoffs.
Somebody told me they already filled something, but here's the snap. Braylon Miller will get a high punt. He's going to soar up and hit around the 43, back to the 44, to the 45, and finally down just outside the 45-yard line.
And really, the FHSA added that extra week to allow the teams in district play who missed because of the Hurricanes to fill it in. So if you got a district game, obviously that takes priority, no doubt.
I mean, it does. I mean, in some cases, it may or may not benefit some teams, right? So, and it's not just in our area. I'm talking about the unaffected areas will actually build an extra week of off in order to get healthy before the playoffs.
Right.
So,
No, I think it'll definitely have an effect no matter what, whether you play or don't, throughout the whole state.
Yeah, and you got to think, though, there's been more than just our area affected. So
Correct.
You go up in northern Florida, it helps them to add that extra game as well. So, South Florida really has kind of benefited a lot of it. We get down to the Dade, Palm Beach areas. It's time to hand off to Brightson. Brightson is going to get across midfield. Picks up 5 on the play.
Yeah, Palmetto looks like they're obviously keeping their first group, and why not, right? Let's try to go down and score is what their mentality is. And defensively, we got to hold the shutout, right? And hold them to no big explosive plays is what I see as if it's me as a defensive coordinator. No explosive plays in the second group.
Roth will have 2 receivers to the right. Hands off to Brightson again, and he'll get the first down and more. Needed 5, got 6, and a first down for the Tigers down to the Manatee 43-yard line. It would be 1st and 10. Approaching just under 7.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Trez Yarn will check in. This time Roth drops, fires into the flat, and it's going to be caught. And the receiver cannot get out of that. And it's going to be Jeremiah Patterson on the stop. Canes will substitute a couple other guys in and out.
Nice tackle there by Jeremiah Patterson because, again, like you said, those are athletic wide receivers out there. And if they get a missed tackle there, he could potentially be out the gate. So great job, great tackle in open field by Jeremiah Patterson.
2nd down and 7. Davion Bryan in as well as Joshua Pineda. It's time to hand off to Yarn. Bounces out to the right. He's going to get around the first guy and then finally
Patterson again.
Dragged down on the far side by Patterson, but not before Yarn picks up the first down.
Yeah, nice vision actually there from Yarn to bounce it out. That's not where the play was designed to go, but good vision to bounce it outside. And we just lost contain out there on the edge. But good tackle there from Jeremiah Patterson again to make sure we didn't see a big play from the Tigers.
Davion Bryan is in the game, as well as Jackson Peacher. We'll have a water break on the field. Manatee leading 35-0, 5:55 to go on our ball game. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Former Hurricane Chuck Howard knows what it takes to be on a championship team. Howard Leasing is proud to sponsor the Hurricanes and is ready to champion solutions for your employees' leasing needs. Everything from big business to small business, Howard Leasing covers it all. From payroll processing and workers' comp to human resources and employee benefits. Get on the winning team with Chuck Howard and all the pros at Howard Leasing. Details available online at howardleasing.com. Again, that's howardleasing.com.
AM 930, The Answer.
35-0 our score here at Joe Kinnan Field, Hawkins Stadium. Manatee leading the Palmetto Tigers with 5:55 to go in the football game. Palmetto has the ball at the Manatee 32, 1st down and 10. Roth throws it out in the flat to Maurice Carter. Carter trying to get to the outside. He gets across at 30, and he'll be wrapped up and taken
Lewis
down.
almost had him.
Yeah, got out of the initial tackle, fell forward for a few more yards and bring up second down and short.
I'll say this. This is a Maurice Carter kind of coming out a little bit. You know, I think he only maybe had 100 or some yards before this game. But, you know, as of right now, he is at probably 60 yards now after that play. So, you know, this is a Maurice Carter coming out. And, you know, Hurricanes, I'd like to be able to pitch the shutout, right? So we're going to come up big here on defense.
Tigers will go trips to the right. And we got a flag being thrown, offsides by the Hurricanes, and that'll be a first down the easy way. They'll march off 5. We'll move the ball down to the 18-yard line. Try and grab some of the other guys that have checked in. It's going to be Jordan Lowry as well as Josh Barnes. This time a handoff to Yarn. Yarn trying to get to the right, and he'll get himself all the way down to about the 12-yard line before he stopped.
Jeremiah Patterson again on the tackle.
Trying to catch a few more of those numbers out there. We got guys checking in and out all over the place.
Yeah, Trevor Weathersby is on the D-line as well as Jeremiah Shredder-Brown.
Jared Sanders on the far side, a defensive back. This time they'll throw it in the flat. It's going to be Carter again, trying to find his way across the right side. He'll get tripped up. But he does get a first down. It'll be first and goal, Tigers at the Manatee 8-yard line.
Jackson Peacher, very nice tackle. If he doesn't make the tackle, he goes in for a touchdown. Good wrap up there by Jackson Peacher.
First and goal, Tigers. 3:30 to go in the football game. Manatee leading 35-0. Yarn in the backfield behind Roth. Roth will hand off to Yarn. He gets across the 5, down to the 3, the 2, and leaning forward. He's going to be stopped around the 1-yard line. It'll be second down and goal for the Tigers. 3 minutes remaining.
A host of Hurricanes down there on the tack, but I do see Felix Couch on there.
And the Tigers have a player down on the field. We have a stoppage of play with 3:01 to go in the football game. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Accidents happen every day, and no one expects that it's going to happen to them until it does. That's when your whole life can turn upside down. If you find yourself in that position, either from a personal injury or an on-the-job injury, you don't have to go it alone. Protect yourself with the team that's been protecting the rights of the injured in Bradenton and Sarasota for over 30 years. Legler, Murphy, and Battaglia. All injuries all the time. Contact them today by going to allinjurieslaw.com. That's allinjurieslaw.com.
AM 930, The Answer.
35-0 our score here. The Canes leading. The Tigers will have second down and goal. And you know what, Chad? This is our last game at home, unless we add one at the very end, which I'm not real positive they'll add one more. But the way things look, and we hold steady where we're at, we will be hosting in the playoffs from round 1 all the way through, with the possibility, and seeing how things work out at the tail end, the possibility of being at home all the way through into the state semifinals if we can get that far. And I don't like to get the cart in front of the horse, don't get me wrong.
No, sure, of course not. I mean, but the reality is if everything, for the region at least, for the first 3 rounds, you know, I don't foresee us dropping from the number 1 ranking in the region, which would then post us for the first 3, rounds at home. Which is fantastic, right? I mean, not to leave not to have to travel and everything can stay the same from a home field standpoint. And not only that, but also as a gate, right? I mean, football drives, the football funds that come in from gates and everyone buying tickets drives the rest of the athletic fund for the rest of the program. So I think it's huge for the Hurricanes. I think it's huge for the team. And but like you said, look, if we can finish higher ranked than St. Thomas, which, is all likelihood going to be a semifinal team unless something miraculous happens. And we can go and win our region. We face them in the semis, and if we're high ranked, they come here, which is an awesome thing. Hasn't happened since 2009.
Second and goal for the Tigers at the 2-yard line. Roth rolling left. He'll flip it out in the flat, and it's going to be caught by Maurice Carter for a touchdown, and the Tigers are finally on the board just under 3 minutes to go in the football game to get the score to 35-6, and all academic at this point, but
I don't like it, though.
Nah, I don't either. I mean, gets closer to my prediction, 35-10, but regardless, I'm closer to the points. That's all that matters.
Yeah, and the reality is obviously we've let some steam off here and haven't had our guys in, and it's like you say, it is all academic from here.
Here, Liam on for the point after. It's up, and it is good. 35-7 our score, 2:15 to go, clock running, and we might get the kickoff and be done with it at that point in time. But, hey, what a very, very good football game. This team played absolutely outstanding in the first half, and I was concerned coming into it because of the 18-day layoff.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I thought might happen and coming out and being a little lackadaisical and slowly moving things along didn't happen. We came out firing on all cylinders.
Well, it definitely didn't for us, right? But we saw a turnover early from Palmetto. We capitalized on it, and then we just kind of get rolling, little momentum for us. I think that may or may not, who knows, been the case for Palmetto. But you know what? At the end of the day, I know the score is 35-7. It was running clock, and it may not. Or I kind of felt like this was going to be what the outcome was going to be, and us being successful, no doubt. Because I do think we're a superior team. And we did what we were supposed to, come out here and get a W and win and get out of here.
Oh, absolutely. We're down to 1 minute. I think this will be the kickoff and pretty much all she wrote after this. But at the end of the day, you come out, you do what you got to do, continue to move forward. The Canes will move on to 6-1 on the season. Palmetto losing will drop to 6-1 on the year. They control their own destiny, right? They're going to get in the playoffs. They get a couple of district games to go, but
absolutely, they're doing well in their district and their region, and
right.
I think that from a Tiger standpoint, I don't think they're your season is not over at all.
No, you want to win the game, and you hope that other county teams are just as successful to move forward, right? So, Andrew Heidel on a kick return. You don't see that very often.
No,
but,
I think we've had our hands team on there thinking they were going to onside it. But listen,
15 seconds left right here, Chad. We'll wrap things up. We'll get with our sponsor. We'll come back and do a post-game show right after this. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Bose Imaging Centers are dedicated to bringing you the best quality radiology imaging available today. With locations in the heart of both Bradenton and Sarasota, Bose Imaging Centers are close to all major medical centers, and the over 4 generations of the Bose family healthcare experience will ensure you a comfortable and professional visit. Bose Imaging Centers, where quality and customer service are the standard. Online at boseimagingcenter.com.
Great call tonight, you guys.
Where the only measure of time is the disappearing tide and the sound of fishermen returning from a long day's work. That's where you'll find Swordfish Grill, nestled along the quiet Gulf Coast in Florida's oldest fishing village. This is a place to relax, to unwind, and enjoy freshly caught seafood. They say life's better on the water. We couldn't agree more. Swordfish Grill and Tiki Bar, located in Cortez, Florida's oldest fishing village.
Coastal Orthopedics proudly supports Manatee High School and Hurricanes football. Dr. Dan Lamar, a former Hurricane, is the team's medical director. Dr. Lamar and the staff of experts at Coastal Orthopedics are recognized leaders in sports medicine and wellness technology. With offices in West Bradenton, East Bradenton, and Lakewood Ranch, they're always close by. Details online at coastalorthopedics.com. Coastalorthopedics.com. Coastal Orthopedics, keeping you in the game.
For
Perkins Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and Mitsubishi in Bradenton is proud to be a sponsor of Manatee Hurricanes football. At the award-winning Perkins Auto Group, you'll get a championship deal on a big selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. And you can browse hundreds right now at Perkins.com. For over 65 years, Perkins has been family-owned and operated with sales and service that can't be beat. Go Hurricanes! From Perkins Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and Mitsubishi in the 2700 block of 1st Street in Bradenton.
Pegasus Coin and Jewelry is conveniently located at State Road 70 and I-75 in Bradenton with over 150 years of combined experience buying and selling gold, silver, coin collections, scrap gold jewelry, and sterling silver flatware. Check out our reputation in Google reviews. Deal locally with an established and trusted company. Call Pegasus at 941-725-6100.